game of the entire NFL season. Oh my goodness. So, my gosh. What a packed NFL season we've had. So, after 21 weeks of NFL play, we now get to see the two best teams in the NFL go and compete for a Super Bowl. But, man, this game is going to be really good. Before I get too far into this, as you can see on the chat icon, there is a new option to select. After hitting 500 subscribers and over, I have now been verified and approved to activate Super Chats. What that means is, for people that are new to this, since this is a new thing on my channel, if you want to give a donation to this channel and help build up this sports industry, build up this sports channel from the ground up, then you can put in any amount of money you wish in the super chats down below. It's a new option that has just been unlocked for my channel now. But of course, it's optional. You guys can or can't. It's not up. You can do it. You can't. But it's up to you. It's up to the followers and the subscribers of this channel. This is my first time using this super chat icon. This is my first time, and let's hope that we can use this to grow the All Around Sports Nation to beyond far more than just 500 subscribers, to maybe more than that in the next few years. But my goodness, this is going to be a great Super Bowl. But man, you got two of the best teams in the NFL right now. So, hold on just a second. Sorry guys, those were my puppies. So, Gibbs, Prod Z26 Line says for real. Yeah, but my goodness, this has been one of the most action-packed seasons that we've seen. You, of course, have the Lions going 15-2 before getting eliminated, unfortunately, in the divisional round. But hopefully they can get back in this position next year. I'm hoping they do. But, I'm live now, too. Oh, good to know, Gibbs. Gibbs? I'm just going to call it Gibbs. But, man, this Super Bowl has been one of the best Super Bowls we've ever seen. And we get to see a Super Bowl rematch. I don't have no money to chat, but I would super chat. Oh, it's no worries, Gibbs. No worries. No worries, my man. But, man, we got a lot of good stuff going on tonight. You, of course, have the Super Bowl, most highly anticipated Super Bowl rematch. The second time in the last 5 years that this has happened. And now we're seeing it again as the Eagles and Saquon Barkley are preparing to take on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to seek the first ever Super Bowl three-peat in NFL history. Now, for those of you that did not see my pick, I made a video a few weeks ago going over my prediction for this game. I would love to see Philadelphia win, but I think it's ultimately going to be KC this year, because I don't think anybody's going to stop Kansas City. So, but I'm hoping I'm wrong on this. I'm really hoping I'm wrong. But the national anthem is about to be played, so we're about to get underway here in Super Bowl 59. This is my first time, well, my second time calling the Super Bowl. I called it last year when the Chiefs beat the 49ers, as I had correctly predicted. In that game, I predicted that the 49ers were going to have a 10-point lead in the start of it, but then we're going to fold off and then collapse in the second half. And that's exactly what happened. What about Philadelphia, Barkley, A.J. Brown? Yeah, I know about all those players. Yeah, I know those players. Don't think I don't know those players, because I know them. Well, not personally, but I know the names. I think Saquon Barkley's been the primary lead of the charge because he's been the 2,000-yard receiver, one of the best, 2,000-yard rusher, one of the best running backs in the league. But, of course, A.J. Brown, Nolan Smith. A.J. Brown has been a really good stud ever since he arrived in Philadelphia. And then also you look at guys like Jalen Hurts. I'm really hoping this guy wins it just to make Cowboy fans more miserable than they already are right now. But also you look at this team and see that they have a shot. They have one of the best defenses in the league. We'll of course see if the defense can stand up to Patrick Mahomes and those guys on the offense. You look at the guys like Xavier Worthy. You look at Travis Kelce. You look at DeAndre Hopkins looking to win his first Super Bowl ring. Of course, he was all around the place. He was with Houston. He was with Arizona for some time. He was with the Titans before getting traded to the Chiefs at the trade deadline. So it's been a crazy year this past season. Of course, you have a few coaching hires that recently went down. Primarily, the most notable ones are Mike Vrabel to the Patriots. I don't know if that'll do much. You also got Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn taking head coaching jobs. Ben Johnson went to the Chicago Bears trying to help them out. And then also Aaron Glenn went to the Jets, which recently, I don't know if anybody has heard of this yet, but the recent news coming out on Aaron Rodgers, he has been released by the New York Jets. This is real news. I looked this up a little while ago, and I made a video about it. I haven't posted it out yet because I'm getting ready for the Super Bowl, but I'll have a video about that in after the Super Bowl, and then I'll mainly be primary. Oh, and Donald Trump is in the building of the Super Bowl in New Orleans. I had to cut out because I saw Trump there, but good for him. Gotta help him save the nation right now. But as I was saying, lots of stuff going on. You had Aaron Glenn going, of course, to the Jets, which now he won't have Aaron Rodgers. Which, Jordan Travis might be a good guy in New York. That might be a good ultimate reason for him. But I think ultimately Aaron Rodgers' career is over. So, and then also you have other few coaching hires, which the most shocking one and probably the most unlikely one went down. As the Jaguars hired Liam Cohen, who originally re-signed a contract with the Bucs to become their offensive coordinator, subbed out of that and went to head coach for the Jaguars. I do like that hire, though. I'm going to talk more about those hires as we get into the offseason. But also, other teams have made recent moves. Of course, we know that the Steelers have both of their quarterbacks in free agency. We'll see how the free agency mark works there. Also, Pete Carroll went to the Raiders. I'm very excited for the opportunity that he is going to get as a member of the Raiders. And we also get to see the Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll rivalry renewed. So I'm very happy to see that. But, of course, the Super Bowl is moments away. But I'm just going over some of the stuff that we've recently heard about as far as other things go. But we're about to see the coin toss next. So coin toss, and then the Super Bowl will officially be underway. So we'll see who wins this coin toss. And I thought I saw a trailer for Jurassic World. I thought I saw a trailer for Jurassic World. A new Jurassic World. I thought I saw one. I'll have to keep track of this. But, man, of course, if you have any questions to ask me during the entire completion of the Super Bowl, be sure to shoot me down in the comments. Be sure to shoot me down in the chat so I can know that y'all are here. So, we'll see what ends up happening in this state. Okay. Just checking up on a few family really quick. So we'll see what happens there. And also, I will be doing more coverage on draft once we get closer to the draft, which I may or may not be here, which I'm hoping I am, so that way I can call the draft, see what the Seahawks can go out there and get. But I have a little, maybe a very high, very questionable choice of who I would go for in the draft. I'll have that video out in a little bit after the Super Bowl ends. But as always, if you guys have any questions for me, be sure to shoot me down in the live chat. So, oh, yep, the kick of destiny. So we'll see what happens for the Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, we're still waiting for the coin toss. So we'll see who ends up winning the toss and if they'll defer or receive. I'm thinking if the Eagles win, I mean, whoever wins this is going to defer because it's the Super Bowl. So we're about to see the coin toss. Let's see who the coin toss is going to be. Okay. Let's see who is going to win this coin toss. So captains right now are about to head to the center field. And there come the captains for the Chiefs and the Eagles heading out to midfield right now. So, and Jalen Hurts, I'm hoping that brother is playing this year, this Super Bowl, because he and some of the Philadelphia Eagle players were dealing with illness. So hopefully we see a prime healthy squad here. And Brandon Graham also is there too. He was recently activated off injury reserve. So that should help out the Eagles with Brandon Graham in there. So, and there's Cam Jordan, player for the New Orleans Saints. And also the team yet to still hire a head coach, which from the looks of things, unfortunately looks like Kellen Moore. So, oh, yep, and they're honoring the attack that happened in New Orleans during the Sugar Bowl, of which happened in that area. Oh, and they're holding portraits of all the victims that were killed in that little circumstance. So we'll see who wins the coin toss and see what ends up happening in the player's site. So we'll see what happens, but prayers out to the New Orleans city after what happened in that year's in that Sugar Bowl. Hopefully that nothing occurs during this Super Bowl this year. So here we go. The coin toss is about to happen. Let's see who's going to win this year's coin toss of this year's Super Bowl. We're still waiting on the down there. Okay, so they're about to do the coin toss. Let's see who wins this year's coin toss. Come on, let's get it done and over with already. Oh, there's fires in... Oh, yep, they're honoring the California fires as well. So, yep. And the New Orleans... NOLA. Yeah, New Orleans. That and New Orleans, Louisiana. Those are the definitions of those cities. But they're honoring both the victims of the Sugar Bowl and also the LA fires. Prayers out to both those cities. But here we go. Here's the coin toss that we're about to see. And there's the special coin that they create for this season's Super Bowl. So Kansas City is the visiting team. They have the white jerseys on. So let's see what the call is. It was tails. And did the Eagles win? It is tails. So the Chiefs won the toss and they deferred to the Eagles, which the Eagles will receive in the first half, and then the Chiefs will start off with the second half possession. So Eagles will get the ball first, and Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley will try to make a statement early in this year's Super Bowl. Oh, and they're showing us sticks on the field. Oh, that's hilarious. I know that movie's coming out in a few years. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Oh yep, there's a new live action version of Stitch. And it was showing Stitch running all over the field. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious right there, my goodness. And I know about Stitch because of the movie, the cartoon version of the movie. Very excited to see what they do for the live action version. So we'll see what happens there. So we're still waiting on what is going to happen. Okay, so we are about to see the Super Bowl about to take place. So we'll see what ends up happening there. So, alrighty, here we go. The game we've all been waiting to see for 21 weeks now is finally here. The Super Bowl is about to kick off. The Chiefs trying to make history, and the Eagles trying to upset. Eagles are trying to win their second championship in their history, which the last time they won it was against the Patriots in 2019. The Eagles have been a really good team in the NFC this year, coming off of that collapse that they had the year before. So we'll see what happens to the Eagles this time. But of course, the Chiefs are seeking history, as we all know, trying to seek the first three-peat in NFL history, which we all know that is this three-peat would not be the only one in Super Bowl history, because the Packers did it from before the Super Bowl era kicked off, so that one doesn't count. But this year, the Chiefs will have a chance to pull the first three-peat in the Super Bowl era. So we'll see if the Chiefs can make history, and we'll see if the Eagles can try to stop history from being made. But we'll see what happens here. Like I said, I want Philly to win it, but I think it's going to ultimately be Kansas City, which is why I have the Chiefs picked, since I have never been against Mahomes once again. Oh, yep, and Tom Cruise is making the introduction of the Super Bowl, which we all know the new Mission Impossible is kind of going to come out in a few months. So we'll see what happens. Let's see who will win this year's Super Bowl and who will walk out as Super Bowl champions. Like Optimus Prime used to say, one shall stand and one shall fall. Like Optimus Prime used to say. So we'll see who ends up pulling it off this year. Oh my goodness. This Super Bowl, I believe, is going to be really close. It's going to come down to the wire. We saw this Super Bowl in Super Bowl 57, which of course was highlighted by that flagrant non-holding call, which was called holding. So, of course, the Eagles have not forgotten much about that. So the Eagles are trying to win a championship to knock off Kansas City. So we'll see if that is going to happen. And hopefully it does. Because, I mean, I like Philly, but I would personally like to see history. And I might give a call to some people at some of my pals at halftime. Of course, my pal Steven is dealing with a sickness right now, so he unfortunately will not be able to be called this halftime. For those of you that are new to my channel, I do halftime calls sometimes, But if not, we'll just talk about the news around the NFL and also the news that will be upcoming in the NFL. And then maybe some NBA. So here we go. Chiefs won the toss and have elected to defer. So the Eagles will get the ball first, and we're underway in Super Bowl 59. So it'll be in the end zone for a touchback. So, and I like the formatting for the Super Bowl scoreboard. I like the formatting for that. So, all right, Jalen Hurts is the second Super Bowl that he has made, which makes him the first Eagles quarterback to play in multiple Super Bowls in Eagles history. So we'll see if Jalen Hurts can lead this team to a championship, which I'm hoping he does, but I think it's going to be Kansas City. Here we go. Hurts and the Eagles taking the first snap of the ball game. And Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley of the left seam, and breaking through for a few yards, still on his feet, and down for a 4-yard gain. And Barkley's already cooking. If the Chiefs are going to win this game, they need to keep him under control. Hold on. No barking. Sorry about the pups barking in the background. They bark at some random things. Girls! Ay, ay, ay. So, here we go. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, the Eagles trying to move. Hurts has some time, looks to throw, throws it down the right seam. It is caught in bounds by Devontae Smith. And that's a first down, Eagles. And the Eagles already got a first down. The first down of the ball game. But good move out by Devontae Adams. And who was covering Devontae Smith? I just want to know who was assigned to cover Devontae Smith, because he was wide open, and he got the toes in as well. So where was the defense on that? I might be just crazy, but I didn't see anybody cover. So here we go. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley up the right side, gets about 2 yards on the carry, so he already has 6 yards on the carry to start off this ball game. Which, if the Chiefs are going to win this game, they have to contain Saquon Barkley. They got to contain Saquon. Okay. So, of course, Steve Spagnuolo is a 4-time Super Bowl champion as a defensive coordinator. We'll see if he can become a 5-time Super Bowl champion as a defensive coordinator. So, here we go. So, the Eagles trying to upset the Chiefs. And Hurts has some time in shotgun, throws it to the left. It is caught by Barkley, but is brought down for a loss. And that is Bolton. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. So Barkley couldn't break out of that one. And the Chiefs are already doing a good job of containing Saquon Barkley. So that was a big loss, and now it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Hurts has some time, looks to throw in shotgun. Pressure is coming. He's going to run out to his right. He's got some space, tries to get the first down, but I don't think he got there. I think he'll be marked just short of the first down. He didn't quite get to the first down marker. So decision time coming up for Philly. Do they go for it or do they punt? Looking from the looks of it right now, they're going to go for it. Trying to do the brotherly shove, also known as the tush push. Let's see if they're going to try the tush push, because it's 4th down and 2. So we'll see what happens here. They're still going for it. Now lining up in tush push formation. So are probably early to go for something this risky right now. Hurts has some time. Throws it out to his right, and it is... Oh my gosh! It is caught by A.J. Brown, but a flag comes out. So hold on a minute. This one might be coming back. So there's a flag out. It was made on the process of the catch. Let's see the flag. Oh, pass interference on Brown. Oh my gosh. Pass interference on A.J. Brown. So that is going to negate the first down. Let's see what happened here. Oh, yep, he gave that little shove. Gave that little shove to the side. That's going to draw it up every time. Oh, yep, and he got it in the face mask also. So that, and there's been some questionable calls in Super Bowls. That one is one I absolutely agree with. Use the hand to push out to the face mask, and now the Eagles are forced to punt after the penalty. So, unfortunate thing for Philly, but the Chiefs now will get the ball. Will get the ball back for the first time in this game. And the kick is back to the Chiefs. Let's see where they spot it. It is caught by at the 6, breaking through for a few yards, gets up to the 12-yard line, and that's about it. That's about as much as the Chiefs are going to get on that return. So now Mahomes, a man that is under 30 years old, trying to win his 4th Super Bowl and probably pull himself ahead of Tom Brady if he can win this Super Bowl here. He probably takes his place over Tom Brady, in my opinion, if this ends up happening. So let's see what ends up happening. But the Chiefs will get the ball for the first time this game. And the Eagles couldn't do anything on their first drive. After originally getting a first down, they were just stopped again. So the Chiefs are trying to put up the first points of the game. So we'll see what happens there. So we're waiting to see what happens in this game, but and then there's a new trailer out for the live action How to Train Your Dragon. That's gonna be a good movie for when it comes out. So let's see if the Chiefs can put up a score on their first drive of the game. Of course, the Eagles were not able to do much on the first drive of the ball game. So they originally had a first down. They went for it on 4th down. They got it, but it was called back due to an offensive pass interference call. So now the Chiefs will now get the ball after a big-time mistake by A.J. Brown drawing the offensive pass interference. So that, I mean, it's going to come down to penalties and turnovers, in my opinion, of this Super Bowl. It's going to come down to those things. But we'll see, of course, what the Chiefs can do in response to going head-to-head against the Eagles' defense, which the Eagles' defense has been one of the best defenses in the league this year. So we'll see if the Chiefs can put up a response against this number 1 Philadelphia Eagles defense. We're still waiting for it to return from commercial. But of course, this is the final game of the NFL season. So this one is going to be a good one. All right, so let's look back. So it's looking back at the offensive pass interference. Yeah, he grabbed the mask. That is a good call, in my opinion. That is a really good call, in my opinion. Push the face mask area. So that is going to draw a flag. So that's going to draw a flag every time. You can't put it into the official's hands when you're playing the Chiefs. So the Chiefs now will get the ball at the 12-yard line and try to get a score on this drive. Mahomes throws it quickly. It is caught by Juju Smith-Schuster, the man that was in this Super Bowl against this team 2 years ago, that came back to this squad in free agency in last offseason. But of course, Mahomes, we know he's a 3-time Super Bowl MVP. He's won 3 championships already. But of course, he wants to add on that number 4 and make history. So up to the 23-yard line after the completion to Juju Smith-Schuster. So let's see if the Chiefs can put something up. Mahomes takes the handoff, throws it. It is caught by Worthy, but is brought down rookie on rookie there, as it was Worthy with the catch, and then Cooper DeJean with the bring down. rookie to rookie on that one. So Patrick Mahomes already 1 of 1 today. So the Chiefs have found ways to win. They're 17-2 this year. Many of those wins have come by 1 possession. So we'll see if the Chiefs can make this not a close one. So Chiefs have the ball up at the 24-yard line. Mahomes throws it over the middle, incomplete to Kelsey, and it is incomplete. A hit after Kelsey, it was incomplete. So now that's Mahomes' first incompletion of the day. So that makes him 2 of 3. But this is the Chiefs' 5th Super Bowl appearance in the last 6 years. So, of course, this is a big game for the Chiefs. But we'll see what happens. 3rd down coming up for the Chiefs. 3rd down and 9. They rank 2nd in the NFL on 3rd down conversions. Let's see if they can convert one here against this number 1 Eagles defense. Mahomes has time, looks to throw. Pressure is coming. In trouble, running away, running around the entire area. Has to throw, it does. And it is incomplete. Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. And it was C.J. Gardner-Johnson there to knock it away. And the Chiefs on the first drive can't get anything either. But the pressure brought by the defense of Philly, that has been the main thing for the Eagles all year. They've been constantly bringing pressure on quarterbacks. And they were able to turn a non-turnover Jaden Daniels into a 5-turnover Daniels in the championship game. But now this has been a big time. This is big time right here. And Bunker will kick it back to the Eagles. And already we're scoreless with 2 drives done already. And DeJean will return it. He's been known for this in Iowa. Returning it down the right side. Gets up to the 31-yard line. And that is where the Philadelphia Eagles will start. So it's 0-0, scoreless through 2 drives. So let's see if the Eagles can put up the first score of this football game. But man, this has been insane. Oh, are we getting a new Black Widow? Is that what we're seeing? There's a trailer being released right now. Oh, Thunderbolts. Okay. I just wanted to see what that was. Okay. So the first 2 drives of the ball game go scoreless. And I believe it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I had the final score prediction of 48-45 in favor, of course, Kansas City. Already, the first 2 drives of the game have not been as impressive. Of course, both sides, I believe, now have each 1 first down total. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to come down to whoever turns the ball over more and whoever can put up more points. Because we know 1 turnover can change the complexion of a ball game. So the Eagles will right now get the ball back. So we'll see if they can do anything after the commercial break. But we'll see if they can do something. But be sure to shoot me in the comments if you have any in the chat for if you have any questions for me. So we'll see what happens in that scenario. So we'll see what happens here. Okay. We're still waiting for commercial to return. Okay, we're back from commercial. Let's see if the Eagles can do something on their first drive of the ball, on the second drive of the game for the Eagles. We all know that the Super Bowl has been going on for years. But, of course, this is the 10-year anniversary of Super Bowl 49, which we really don't need to talk about that. But lots of Super Bowls have taken place. But we'll see if the Chiefs can pull the historic three-peat. So the Eagles now get the ball back after forcing the Chiefs to a punt. Both sides have each been forced to punts today. So let's see if the Eagles can put up some points on this following drive. They're at their own 31-yard line. Let's see if the Eagles can do something. And if Saquon Barkley can put on the afterburners. So Barkley in the back, and it is a handoff to Barkley. Gets about 1 to 2 yards on that carry. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles, of course, trying to win their 2nd Super Bowl in their history and their 1st since 2019, which was 7 years ago. So let's see if the Eagles can put an end to the Chiefs the Chiefs dynasty for this year. So Eagles trying to put some points on the board. And Hurts has time, looks to throw, pressure is coming, throws it down the left seam, wide open. Doug Goddard is caught, and that's a 1st down for the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas Goedert was wide open. I don't know why each of the first 2 first downs for the Eagles have been led by wide open players down the field. I mean, what's up with that? So 1st and 10 for the Eagles inside of Chiefs territory. Let's see if the Eagles can do anything inside Chiefs territory. Hand off to Barkley up the right seam. Watch out, he's open. Got about 2.5 yards on that carry, but not much after that. The Eagles now will be forced to 2nd down and manageable for the Eagles. But I said this, if the Eagles are going to win this game, they have to rely on Saquon Barkley, and if not, rely on Jalen Hurts. So we'll see what happens here if Jalen Hurts can finally beat Mahomes in the playoffs. So Eagles trying to win. So Hurts runs it to Barkley again. Gets about 2 yards on that carry and couldn't get much afterwards. And now bring up 3rd down and about 6 for the Eagles. So are they going to run it again or are they going to pass? I would think after those, I think they would probably try to pass here. See if they can find a man open like they've had on each of the first downs. So 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Eagles. Hurts has some time, throws it down the right seam, tipped in the air, incomplete. Intended for Goddard, but there's a flag that came in. Hold on a minute, there's a flag. So hold on a minute, this one could be against Kansas City. Let's see what the flag is. Having some technical difficulties here. Let's do that. That. Come on, work with me. So, hold on, we're experiencing technical difficulties right now. Okay, we're back. So apparently, there was a flag on Kansas City, from what I'm getting. I couldn't see what the flag was. I believe it was pass interference. Let's see. Goddard caught it there. Oh, I think it might have been some kind of hit upside the head. I'll have to look back at this later, see what the flag was. So it is now, instead of a punt by the Eagles, it is another 1st down for Philly. Inside of the Chiefs' 30-yard line now. Let's see if the Eagles can get something. Barkley running out to his left, tripped on his own feet for a loss of maybe 1 to 2. Barkley tripped on his own feet. That's something you rarely see. But I don't know entirely what happened on that play. I think it might have been some kind of... I know it was a penalty against the Chiefs. But was it a pass interference or a late hit? So we'll see what happens there. So Jalen Hurts trying to get something going for this Eagles squad. So let's see if the Eagles can get something up on the board. Hurts has time, throws it to his right, and a wide open caught. And was he in there? Yes, he was. Touchdown, Eagles. And the Eagles take the first lead of this year's Super Bowl. It's Jahan Dotson, the former Washington Commander, getting it into the end zone for the first touchdown of this ball game. And the Eagles take the first bang at the apple. Take the first bite of the apple as the Chiefs allow. I think his knee might have been down as a contact was being made. So we'll see if that is going to stay as a touchdown. It might. We'll see if it's overturned or not. So they're going to review this, but they're going to look at it. So for right now, it's a touchdown on the field. We'll see if that's going to stand as called. So we're waiting to see what happens there. So Eagles got a touchdown, but it's being reviewed right now. So we're waiting to see what the call is. For now, it's a touchdown on the field by Jahan Dotson. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. There's a little technical difficulties going on right now. Let's see if we can get that fixed. Alright. Is that one going to play? Okay, there we go. Let me activate captions. Okay, there we go. So we saw a touchdown on the field. It's being reviewed right now to see what happens here. It looked like, from the angle I saw, that it looked like as he was making the catch and being contacted, his knee was down. So it looked like that was the case. So we'll see if that is going to be the case. Okay. We're waiting to return from commercial to see what the call on the field was. So, for right now, it is a touchdown by Jahan Dotson at this current juncture in time. So, it's being reviewed right now. So, we'll see if the call is going to stand or if it's going to be overturned. I think it might possibly be overturned to being short. And yeah, it did. So it's overturned to being down just short of the goal line. His knee was down before reaching the goal line. So it'll be first and goal for the Eagles at the 1.5 yard line. So Eagles will have another bite at the apple. It'll come at the 1 yard line. And they're going to tush push here. It's pretty much an automatic if the Chiefs can't stop this tush push. So, and here's the snap, and that's an automatic touchdown, Eagles. The brotherly shove works every time. Jalen Hurts in the end zone on the tush push for the touchdown. And the Eagles take the first lead of the Super Bowl and the first bite of the apple for the Eagles. But that was a good formation. That play has been so dominant ever since the Eagles created it. Pretty much nobody in the NFL has stopped them. And if they have, it's been only very rare times. The Eagles have just been notorious for this, which has mainly worked in their favor of getting touchdowns at the 1 yard line of the end zone. So extra point now coming up for the Eagles. And then the Chiefs will have to try to respond. Kick is on the way right down the middle. And the Eagles lead 7-0 in this year's Super Bowl, in the Super Bowl 57 rematch. And of course, the halftime show is going to be coming up as well. And it's going to be Kendrick Lamar doing it. But good drive by the Eagles. They needed a drive like that to get at least something on the board. So now the Chiefs will have to try to answer. So, and also, Jalen Hurts puts himself up as he has the most career rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in the playoffs with 10. So, good news for him. So, Eagles now have a lead 7-0 with the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes about to get the ball back. It's going to be ultimately, I believe this game is going to be ultimately decided on the Eagles' offense. The main thing that you can do against Mahomes is put up points on when he's on the bench. That's the only chance you get when he's on the bench. So, we'll see what happens there. Okay, move that closer so I can see better. Okay. So the drive was really good. That was a good drive. It was a 7-play drive and a touchdown for the Eagles. So Philly gets the first score of the game. Now the Eagles will have to try to respond. I mean, the Chiefs will have to try to respond. So Chiefs will receive it out of the end zone. It'll be run back and gets a few yards. Oh, man, he breaks up through up to the 33-yard line. And that is where the Kansas City Chiefs will start. So the Chiefs now will get the ball at the 33-yard line. Of course, the Chiefs, since 2018, have had 107 wins. And the Chiefs also had 17 postseason wins. And this is their 5th Super Bowl appearance, 3 of them being Super Bowl titles. Of course, this is their 5th. Let's see if they can get the 4th. Chiefs now have the ball. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Mahomes has some time, looks to throw, looking deep, throws it. It is caught by Smith-Schuster, and it'll be brought down for a 5-yard gain, and not much after that, maybe 6-yard gain. So Mahomes finds Smith-Schuster in the middle of the field. So of course he was looking down the field, but then he went just to shoot Smith-Schuster to try to get at least a few yards. That was a pretty safe call by Mahomes. Of course, we know him for those deep throws, but you got to play it safe in this situation. So it's 2nd down and 5 now, and it's Kareem Hunt, the Chief, running for a 2-yard carry, and that'll bring up 3rd down and short coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs. So Chiefs trying to get an answer, but they have to get a 1st down here. It's 3rd and 3 for Kansas City. They have to get at least 3 yards for a 1st down against this number 1 Eagles defense. Can the Chiefs get a 1st down and keep the drive alive? Patrick Mahomes talking it over with his line, changing up the play. Mahomes looks to throw, in trouble, pressure is coming, has to throw it, does. Overthrown and incomplete. Marquise Hollywood Brown, the former Cardinal, was the intended target, but just couldn't get there. And the Chiefs go 3 and out on the 2nd drive of the game. The first 3 and out of this ball game. So the Chiefs come up empty on their 2nd drive of this football game. And if you're Mahomes, if you get deep into this hole, you got the experience. So the Eagles just need to keep on putting up answers because you don't want to give Mahomes a shot to come back in this game. So it's 7-0 in Philly, and the Philadelphia Eagles get the ball back. And it'll go into the end zone, and that will be a touchback. So the Eagles, after forcing the Chiefs to a 3 and out, will get a chance to get another score. So Chiefs, right now, they're not looking too smooth, but we know that they can come back in the future. But yeah, the Chiefs not been looking so smooth, but they have been known for making comebacks. So we'll see if they can create a comeback here, which they've been notorious for. In each of their Super Bowls, they've come back from 10 or more points lower. So we'll see if the Chiefs can respond, if they can get a stop on Philly. So let's see what they can end up doing. Okay. So we're waiting for commercial to return to see if the Eagles can put up another response. So we'll see what happens there. So we'll see what happens there. So Chiefs right now, their defense has been mainly standing up for some parts, but of course the defense of Philly has been mainly the thing that's standing out so far in this game. The Eagles have the better team in this matchup, but I think the Chiefs might have a better shot because of their experience. So we'll see if the Eagles can put up another score. If they can, they probably have to be very careful of Kansas City because they've come back from 10-point leads, 10-point deficits before. They did it against the 49ers in Super Bowl 54. They did it against the Eagles in Super Bowl 57. And they did it against the 49ers again in Super Bowl 58. So they have to be very careful about that because you don't want to put up a too big of a lead on Mahomes or else he's going to get very ticked. So Eagles now will get the ball back, but we're about to return from commercial. So let's see if the Eagles can put up some more points on the board. And of course, Super Chat is now available, so if you feel free to donate. If you don't, that's all cool. So it's 1st and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles. 1st and 10. So let's see what the Eagles can pull out of that magic hat. So Eagles right now have Barkley in the backfield, Hurts up at the line. It might be a run, that's what I'm thinking. And Hurts fakes the handoff, has some time, looks to throw, caught by, he dropped it right through the hands of 89. I thought it was Dallas Goedert, but it's someone else, Johnny Wilson, and looks like Chris Jones has some pain in his upper neck and also his head. Chris Jones has a little bit of pain going on right now. So that might be something to keep an eye on in this Super Bowl. So Eagles trying to win their 2nd Super Bowl. Hurts hands it off to Barkley, gets about 2 yards on that carry, but it'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Philadelphia Eagles. So we saw Chris Jones on the sideline. He's on the field right now. He was being tended to his head after the brotherly shove that happened. The trainer was working around his neck, kind of like there was a cramp in the neck. So that might be something to keep an eye on in this ball game. So it's 3rd and 8 coming up for the Eagles. Let's see if they can convert. Hurts has 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Hurts has time, throws it over the middle. It is caught by Devontae Smith and gets enough for the 1st down. And then that's where his forward progress is stopped. And that's a 1st down, Eagles. Devontae Smith has been a really good piece since being drafted by the Eagles. And the Eagles drafting group has been phenomenal for the last few years. Drafting guys like Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith, Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, lots of pieces. So Hurts, back in shotgun, throws it to his left. It is caught again by Jahan Dotson. And another 1st down for the Eagles. And right now, they are cooking. On the Eagles winning. Yeah, they are winning right now. They're up 7-0 against the Chiefs. They're up 7-0 on the Chiefs. So, let's see what happens here. Feel free to ask questions in my chat. Feel free. So, Eagles right now moving. Hurts keeping it himself. Oh, watch out. He's got some room. Gets 9 yards on that carry and brought down. Well, we got some questions coming out on this. Oh, yep. Let's go Eagles. And then Barkley might go on a team next year again. Maybe. We'll see how his free agency works. I think he might have signed a multi-year deal. So we'll see what happens there. So Hurts in the backfield takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Automatic 1st down and up to the 40-yard line and inside the Chiefs' territory. So the Eagles are moving right now. They are really moving right now. And the Eagles right now are really looking threatening to the Chiefs. But the Chiefs are known for coming back, folks, so don't get your hopes up. He signed for a year. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look at that later, Gibbs. So, handoff up to Gainwell this time. This time it's for 3 yards. And Gainwell's been kind of like a sneaky stud for this team from what I've seen from them this year. And their offensive line has been big as well. One of the tallest and heaviest O-line in Super Bowl history. So, all right, let's see if the Eagles can keep this momentum going. Because as long as they have momentum, they can keep adding on to it. So, Barkley in the backfield. Hurts has 2 receivers to the left and 2 receivers to the right. And they're changing up the play. And, it's Zacchaeus in the backfield. And another handoff to Zacchaeus. And he gets about a yard on that carry that time. Gets brought down by the Chiefs and Wharton. So, but the Chiefs, they've been moving the ball relatively well. But of course, the biggest offensive line size came in Super Bowl I when the Green Bay Packers had the heaviest offensive line. But now that title belongs to the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's see if the Eagles can move. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think I see a Chief lined up off sides. And a flag comes out, a sack comes in, but a Chief, I believe, lined up off sides. I saw that from when the play took place. So I think it'll be an automatic 1st down for the Eagles. Offside on the Chiefs. Can't line up in the neutral zone, buddy. Can't line up in the neutral zone, my friend. The Chiefs had that mistake in a game on their offensive side instead 2 years ago. You can't line up offside. You got to know where the line of scrimmage is. You got to know where it is, my man. I mean, come on. You either line up on the line of scrimmage or you're beyond the line of scrimmage. Choose one, my guy. My goodness. That was they had to play too. They had to stop. If they didn't jump offside, the Chiefs probably get to force a field goal. That's crazy though. So it's 1st and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Hurts fakes the handoff. He's going to run out to his left, but is not going to go anywhere as he's brought down by Connor. So now I'll bring up 2nd down and longer now after a loss of about 4 to 5. And that is the end of the 1st quarter. So we're right now about to go to the 2nd quarter. Okay, it's still 7-0 Philadelphia right now. So let's see if the Eagles can respond after the commercial break. Okay. So, I mean, that Chiefs offsides, I mean, that was stupid in my eyes. You got to know where the O-line is in that situation. You need to know where the line of scrimmage is. If you're a defensive lineman, you have to be behind it. You have to be on the side of where the defenders are. If they lose that game, that's going to be something I'm going to primarily look to. If the Chiefs lose this game, that's something I'm going to primarily look to. Because that's just stupid by number 90. That's stupid. So let's see what the Eagles can do. They are threatening right now. It would have been 4th down if they didn't line up offsides. I don't think they are, but I'm saying this right now. If the Chiefs lose this game, I'm probably looking at that offsides. Because that's ridiculous. That's bogus in my eyes. You got to know where the line of scrimmage is at all times. You got to know where it is at all times. Didn't they learn their lesson against the Patriots in 2019? Didn't they learn that lesson? I don't know. But that's just what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now. Okay. All right, we're waiting for it to return from commercial, so we'll see if the Chiefs can put up a stop But the Eagles are right now threatening, but that offsides was just ridiculous. That offsides was absolutely ridiculous. So Eagles right now still have the ball. They are threatening again. So this could be dangerous territory if you're the Chiefs. This could be very dangerous and risky. I don't think you want to go down 10 against this defense. I don't think you want to go down 10 against this defense in Philly. Because they're doing something right now. They held the entire Chiefs squad to 0 points in the first quarter. And that's pretty darn good, if you ask me. So let's see what happens here. Alrighty, we got a few celebs in the building. We got a few celebrities in the building. Alright, 2nd down and 14 now for the Eagles. Let's see if the Eagles can start to move this ball. And the second quarter is about to start. Hurts has some time, looks to throw. Pressure is coming. Throws it to his right, caught by Barkley behind the line of scrimmage, and gets about 4 yards on that carry. And that'll bring up 3rd down and manageable for the Philadelphia Eagles. And if they don't get this, they can always get a field goal if they can stay in range. So it's 3rd and 10 coming up for the Eagles at the 30-yard line of Kansas City. They gotta stay at least in that area to get it to stay in field goal range. So Eagles trying to get a 1st down at the 20-yard line. Hurts takes the snap, looks to throw, pressure is coming, rolls it right, and that is intercepted. That is picked off, I believe, by Brandon Cooks. And that is the first costly turnover of the game. And that might have just taken away all the Eagles' momentum there. An interception just underthrown, and what a big-time mistake by Hurts. That was a big mistake. Pressure was brought. You throw it away in that situation if I'm a quarterback. You throw it away. You don't give the defense a chance to intercept that ball, especially the way that this team is playing. I mean, the Eagles have been really good. But of course, this is not the Chiefs. This is not like a team like the Bengals. You have to stay composed. You can't allow to turn over the ball. You can't allow that to happen. If you do, it might come back to hurt you. Because that's the personal way I look at things. But that is just kooky crazy. That was just a bad throw by Jalen Hurts. I would throw it away. I would have thrown it away in that situation if you ask me. Because there's no room in the NFL for throws like that. There's no room in the NFL for throws like that. I mean, I respect Jalen Hurts, but that's a throw you cannot make. An interception to the entire defense. I mean, the Eagles basically gave him that one. It's going to come down to that pretty much. So, we'll see what happens here. But if the Chiefs end up scoring off of this, then that's going to be crazy. And that might be the very thing that turns the Eagles team into a losing team. Because that is what I look at when I look at the Eagles. You can't turn the ball over in those situations. So we'll see what happens if the Chiefs end up scoring off of this. Then this could change the whole complexion of the game. So we're still waiting for it to return from commercial. If you have any questions for me, be sure to shoot me down in the live chat. So we'll see what happens. Let me look in the super chat area. Nothing yet. So, I mean, I'm not expecting any super chats today since it's the first time it's been active. So we'll see what happens in this situation. But, man, this has been a very interesting situation if you're Philly. That is a throw that you cannot make in that situation. You either throw the ball away or go down. You're in field goal range, and you could have been up by 10 right now. And you gave up a turnover to the Chiefs. And that's the first Chiefs takeaway this entire season. So, this entire postseason. My bad. All right. And it's at the 2-yard line, so this could help the Eagles defense. Let's see what the Eagles defense could do against Kansas City. Mahomes takes a snap, looks to throw in the end zone, throws it, it is caught. Oh my gosh, he got popped by Quinyon Mitchell. He gave him a punch. He ran into him like a semi-truck going 100 miles per hour. I mean, dang. That was a hard hit. That reminded me a bit of Cam Chancellor there for a dang minute. Oh my gosh, that was a big hit. That was clean. So it's 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. They're still in their own end zone area. Mahomes has some time, looks to throw. Pressure is coming, throws it. It is caught by Hunt, but not enough. Short of the first down, it'll be 3rd and 3 coming up for Kansas City. But that hit by Quinyon Mitchell, that brother's a stud. And the Eagles got some good studs in the rookie class. Him, Cooper DeJean, and a few other guys. And including that center that replaced Travis Kelce. Jason Kelce, my bad. All right, 3rd and 3. Chiefs have the ball at their own 9. So let's see if they can avoid going 3 and out. Chiefs have a running back in the backfield. One of the best tackling defenses in the league. Mahomes, quick throw, incomplete, underthrown to Kelce. And another second straight 3 and out for the Chiefs. And inside of the 10-yard line as well. So the Eagles right there like that, just get the ball back. Let's see. Oh, Kelce had it in his right hand, but just couldn't grab it. Didn't have his left hand in the position to catch it. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, so now the kicker has to kick it from the own end zone. So this will give the Chiefs the Eagles really good territory. What the heck is happening with these Chiefs? I want to tell rule them out because we know the Chiefs can come back from behind. All right, DeJean running out to his left. They'll start from the 44-yard line, the best starting position they've had all game. Also, for those of you that are new to this channel, to this today, Super Chats are now in effect. If you feel like you want to donate to this channel, keep it growing, feel free to donate as much money as you want. It doesn't matter to me as long as we get this channel continuing to grow. So, this has been a really interesting Super Bowl. But if you guys have any questions for me in the chat, be sure to shoot me down in the live chat. And I'll be sure to get to those questions, either during commercial break or in between plays. So, this Super Bowl is off to a very rocky start at first. But, it's the Chiefs. You never bet against the Chiefs. Because the Chiefs can come back. We've seen them in these situations for years. Because each of their Super Bowls that they've won, they've come back from 10 points or more. The game against the 49ers, they were down by 10 with 7 minutes to go in that game, and then they came back from behind. Then in Super Bowl 57, it was a very similar situation. They came back from behind and won by a field goal. In Super Bowl 58 this past year, the 49ers had another 10-point lead and choked it away. If the Eagles get a 10-point lead, they just need to be very careful of giving the Chiefs time to get back in this game. And in my personal opinion, you need to not put it in the officials' hands. Because each of the Super Bowls that has been played, they've all had controversial calls. They've all had them. So, but you cannot allow it to put it into the officials' hands. In my personal opinion, you can't allow it to put it in the officials' hands. If you're looking at this Kansas City Chiefs team, so we'll see what happens in this situation. But be sure to shoot me down with some questions. I know that some people are thinking of Jackson Dart being taken in the 18th pick by some people, which I'm going to talk about that more in a video I'm going to make in the future. So we'll see what happens in that situation. Okay. So we're still waiting to see. We're about to return from commercial. The Eagles now have the ball. They turned the ball over on the last drive. Let's see if they can put up a score on this drive. So We're about to return from the commercial break. And, I mean, this Super Bowl has been really good to start out with. I know it's going to be like a low-scoring affair at the beginning, but it's going to turn into a high-scoring affair in the later parts. But, of course, NBA is going to be right around the corner of this channel after the Super Bowl, so I will be covering more NBA as we get done with the Super Bowl. So it's 1st and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles at the 43-yard line. So let's see if Hurts and Barkley can win this. Hurts hands it off to Barkley, but lost one, being brought down from behind, and nowhere on that play for the Eagles. And they're talking to they were going over it on the sideline. The offensive line was talking about the offensive line and the Eagles were talking about that last play, the interception. But the O-line has been one of the heaviest. They're one of the heaviest and both tallest offensive lines in the NFL since the Super Bowl I Green Bay Packers. So, let's see what happens here. So, Hurts has some time, has some guys to his receivers. Hurts has some time. Pressure is coming. Has to run out to his right. He's got daylight in front of him. Gets 3 yards on that carry, but not much after that. Has to run out of bounds. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 77. One of their O-line is on the sideline. It's Becton. He seems to be a little rocked up at the moment. Keep an eye on that. He's in his 5th season with this team. He's been having some trouble getting up and down, so we'll see what happens there. So that's something to keep an eye on because the O-line, I think, is going to be the main key for the Eagles. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Eagles. Trying to get a 1st down. They're close to Chiefs territory if they can get a 1st down. Or they'll be in for Chiefs territory if they get 1st down. Hurts throws it to his right, and it is caught by A.J. Brown. And that time, there's no offensive pass interference. And A.J. Brown maintains the catch, and that's a 1st down for the Eagles. Nothing wrong with that one at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. No offensive pass interference that time. So now they get a 1st down here. So the Eagles now move it. So Barkley ran up the middle, is going to get about 1.5 yards, not much afterwards. So it'll bring up 2nd down and manageable for the Eagles. Oh, and Hurts gave him the signal. He gave A.J. Brown the signal. He gave him like this signal. Gave him like that signal right here. Kind of like a pistol sort of deal. Kind of showed him that he was going to be the guy. So 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Eagles. Let's see what happens. Hurts throws it behind the lines of Barkley. Caught. Gets about 3 to 4 yards on that carry. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 or 6 on the next play. So the Eagles have had 10 1st downs, which is the total plays that the Chiefs have ran. 10 plays and 10 1st downs for the Eagles. I don't know what's going on with Kansas City right now, but they need to fix their act up. And they got to do it real quick. So 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. So Eagles trying to derail the Chiefs' three-peat. Let's see if they can do just that. 3rd and 5 from the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Hurts going to keep it himself, running for it, but not enough. Brought down by Reed, and that was a good heads-up play by Reed. He was able to spy out that it was a QB-designed run. He knew from the second that play was ran that it was going to be a QB draw. That was a good awareness by Jaden Reed. Very good awareness. And I got to give credit to that man. And they're going for it on 4th and 3 again. They did it last time, but they had an offensive pass interference penalty. I would take the points if I were you. I would personally take the points. Hurts is thinking about it. Three receivers on the left. It might be a fake handoff or something. And they're just going to run the clock down. I think they're just trying to get him to jump. So that'll force the Eagles to a field goal try. They were just trying to get him to jump off sides. And that's a pretty smart play. That's a good call. Try to see if they can get offside, jump him off sides, and then, if not, send out your field goal unit. That's a really good call right there by Nick Sirianni. That's a good call right there. But also, if you guys have any questions for me, be sure to shoot me down in the live chat room. I'll be able to answer them in just a moment. Okay, let's see if there's any. Yeah, but geez, so they're about to go down 10-0 right now. That is if the Chiefs can get up there and get a block, like they did against Denver earlier this season. So it's 4th and 3, 43-yard attempt. Let's see if Elliott can hit this one. And Elliott, kick is on the way, and he's got it. Eagles lead 10-0, but hold on, there's a flag. There is a flag down, though. If it's against the Chiefs, then this could be an automatic first down. Let's see what happened. Oh, the Chiefs players jumped, and then the Eagle player jumped. Well, who jumped first? Oh, man. False start called on the Eagles. It's a false start. So instead of a first down, now it's going to be another try of the field goal. So it was a false start. Let's see. Did the offensive line jump first? Oh, it's close. That is really, really close. That is extremely close. So 48-yard attempt now instead of a 43-yard attempt that was made. So kick is on the way this time. And, almost missed it, but just went through. And the Chiefs find themselves in some familiar situation, being down 10-0 in this Super Bowl. My goodness. Whew. Man, I mean, that play, it was close to being a false start or offside. It was really freaking close, if you ask me. But it looks simultaneous. Like both sides jumped at the same time. I could have seen it going either way. So, but if it was against the Chiefs, it would have been a first down because it was like 4th and 3. So if the Eagles would have had that call in their favor, they would have gotten a first down with ease. So having some technical difficulties again. Okay, there we go. Got it fixed again. Okay. Well, we're on commercial. I'm going to go get some water really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Okay, just had to go get some water. Stay hydrated. Okay. So we'll see what happens in the next drive by the Chiefs. We'll see if they can actually put up some points this game. In this first half. We'll see if they can put up any points. Sorry about the barking in the background. That's my pups back there barking. So Eagles find themselves up 10-0, but they got to be very careful. Not even give the Chiefs a chance to come back in this game, for my perspective. Hold on just a second, guys. Hold on, guys. My pups are barking a little bit. So, Robbie, come here. Oh. So, the Eagles got it. The Chiefs got it in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So, let's see what the Eagles can do on defense. Last year, they ranked bottom 25 in each of the categories. but they added a load of guys: Vic Fangio, Zach Bond, Cooper DeJean, and Quinton Mitchell. But they ranked first in 2 of the categories and then second in only 1. So they've been one of the better defenses in the league. So let's see what happens. Mahomes in trouble. He is brought down and sacked. Well, did the ball come out or no? No, okay, it's a sack. It's Josh Sweat in there for the sack. So the first sack of this game, other than, of course, that offsides call, but that was negated by the offsides. So Mahomes got sacked. Let's see. The ball was very, very close to coming out. That was almost a bad move by Mahomes. So let's see if Patrick Mahomes can do something. Mahomes has some time, looks to throw, in trouble again, and he gets sacked for the second straight time. And the Eagles defense is coming alive right now. Chiefs might want to think about calling a timeout to talk about things. Holy cow, and the Eagle fans are there. So they're going to be, of course, noisy. So, Eagles, my goodness, that defense coming alive already. Okay, let's see if the Chiefs can convert a first down. Let's see if they can convert a third down. So, here we go. 3rd and 16 now after the 2 sacks. Can the Chiefs avoid going 3 and out for the 3rd straight time? Mahomes throws it deep. Intercepted! It's Cooper DeJean, the rookie, running it down the right seam, and he is gone! Touchdown, Philly! And a pick 6 for the rookie out of Iowa in the Super Bowl. Holy cow, this game turned upside down very quick. And the first interception from Mahomes this playoffs and a pick 6 for Philly. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm rooting for the Eagles, but I have the Chiefs. I'd be very happy if I was wrong. But my goodness, what a play by Cooper DeJean. Getting out there in front, getting that pick, and taking it to the house for 6. And they're now up 16-zip. How about them apples? Oh my gosh. That is crazy town right now. They're up 16-0 right now. Maybe soon to be 17-0. And up 17-0 after the extra point. What is going on with the Chiefs? What is happening right now? That is crazy. My goodness. Sheesh. The Chiefs got to do is have some miracle work in their favor to come back from this. Yeesh. My gosh, that is crazy town. Wow. Well, man, that was crazy town right there. My goodness. That was a crazy interception. DeJean, the rookie out of Iowa, getting the pick 6. And my goodness, that was a good play by Cooper DeJean. But that was just a bad decision by Mahomes. And sorry about the person in the background. That's my roommate right there. So sorry about that. Probably cooking up something right now. But my goodness, I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs right now. Either I'm hallucinating or they're down 17-zip. I don't know what's going on. I mean, the Chiefs have been down in situations before. I don't think they've ever been down 17-zip. I mean, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I mean, if the Chiefs lose this, they'll lost a chance at history. Like the Patriots did when they were undefeated. I mean, what we're witnessing right now, this is insane. Even for me. I thought this game was going to be more close. I wasn't expecting a blowout in the first half. I was not expecting that. I don't know what's happening with the Chiefs. I mean, I know the three-peat's extremely rare. The last time it happened was in 2014, somewhere in that margin when the Lakers did. I mean, what the Chiefs are doing right now is cuckoo. I don't know what in the Sam Hill is going on here, but this is crazy. So we'll see what ends up happening here. So, oh, oh my goodness. They got a commercial with Josh Allen and Tom Brady. Oh, that. Giving Tom Brady batteries. Oh, Josh Allen giving Brady batteries? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's the funniest Super Bowl commercial I've seen so far. But I don't know what was wrong with that commercial. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, so the Chiefs are now down 17 to freaking nothing. 17-0, Chiefs. I want to do something quick. Because the Eagles are right now shutting it down for you really quick. So, 7 minutes to go in the first half. If the Chiefs are going to put up a score, they have to right now. They've gone 3 and out for 3 straight drives, which is crazy. Well, the third 3 and out was an interception. But still, there's no room in their error for that. And the Chiefs defense is talking right now. Mahomes is, of course, really down upset. All right. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 30-yard line. Sorry about the person in the background. But 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 30-yard line. Mahomes fakes the handoff and does. Oh, watch out. Pacheco got gobbled up by that defense. Got gobbled up. And nowhere to go for Isaiah Pacheco. Had a career game against them in Super Bowl 57. But Brandon Graham and company in there to gobble him right on up. But Chiefs, they got to do something fast. If they don't put up a score in this drive, I may lose all hope for them in the second half. So it's 2nd down and 12 for the Chiefs. Trying to avoid going 3 and out for the 4th straight drive. Handoff again to Pacheco. Gets gobbled up again. Gets a few yards that time. Gets most of the yards he lost back. But it'll bring up 3rd down and manageable for the Chiefs. They got to get a 1st down on this drive or I'm going to blow a gasket. Pretty much. They got to get a 1st down on this drive or I'm going to freaking lose my mind. So it's 3rd and 9 coming up for Kansas City. Chiefs trying to convert. 3rd down and 9. Chiefs trying to get a 1st down. Trying to put up the first points of their team this game. 3rd and 9. Mahomes has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mahomes in shotgun. Pressure is coming. In trouble. He still looks to throw. And he's sacked. And what in the world is happening with the Chiefs right now? And the Eagles defense just gobbling away at this Chiefs offense. What in the Sam Hill is happening right now? Am I hallucinating or is this real? Somebody pinch me. Somebody pinch me right now. Because the team I'm seeing right now is not real. Somebody pinch me right now. I swear. Somebody pinch me. I don't know what's going on right now. My goodness. I was not expecting this from Kansas City. If they get blown out in this Super Bowl, I'm going to go off on them. My gosh. Whew. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter and 5 minutes to go in the second half. And the Chiefs have yet to put up a point. And a fair catch signaled, and it's fair call by DeJean at the 34-yard line. And the Eagle offense will come back out on the field. Chiefs defense has to do something here. The defense has been prominently the lead in charge, but they've so far been ran all over. And passed all over pretty much. My goodness. For real, I did not expect this. For real, I did not expect the Chiefs to be down this early. I thought it was going to be more close. I was expecting to be like 28 to 21 by now. But this? Oh my goodness. This is crazy town right now. Of course, I'll be happy if the Eagles won, but still, history as well. I mean, if the Chiefs lose on this opportunity, it might not. It might affect Mahomes' GOAT conversation. And I said this: if Patrick Mahomes wins this Super Bowl, I would immediately have him as my GOAT, in my personal opinion. But the fact that the Chiefs are down right now, 17-0, have they been down by this much in the Super Bowl? Well, other than, of course, the Tom Brady game in that Super Bowl 57, in Super Bowl 55. Other than that, I have no idea what in the heck is going on. I mean, this doesn't even feel real right now. It doesn't even feel real. Of course, we'll see if the Chiefs can come back in the second half, but they've dug themselves down into a hole. And in this case, against this defense, you don't want to give up that much of a lead. That's for dang sure. Chiefs have found themselves in a pit yet again. My goodness. And they haven't even put up a single point yet. Not a touchdown, not a field goal, not a safety. The fact that this is happening in the first half? Have they ever been held scoreless in the first half of a Super Bowl? I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat if they have. And if they were, which one? Because I don't know what in the same hill is going on right now. This doesn't even feel real. But my gosh. I don't know what in the heck is going on right now, but the Chiefs need to rebound fast. My gosh. If they lose this, they would be right up there for the biggest disappointment in NFL history with the undefeated New England Patriots. They'd be right up there with them. All right, handoff to Barkley. Gets 9 yards on that carry, and Barkley's now starting to come alive. Where's that Chiefs defense? And more importantly, where's Patrick Mahomes? Is he taking a nap right now? I mean, I'm not going off on purpose because I did not expect this. 2nd down and 1 coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. And Hurts keeping it himself, trying to get some yardage. I think he might have just gotten there, so he got the first down, I believe. And also, give me your thoughts down in the chat. What are your thoughts about what's going on right now? Let me know in the chat. So it's 17-0. Eagles have the ball with a chance to put up a point before halftime. Chiefs, of course, receive the second half. But if they go down by, I don't know how much. If they go down by multiple scores, there might be no coming back for this Chiefs squad. I'm being for real serious. So it's 1st down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 45. Handoff again to Barkley. Gets 3 yards on that carry, but not much afterwards. So Eagles, they have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. There's a flag down. It's against Philly. Let's see what the flag is. Oh, it's holding on the offense. Holding on number 69. Let's see what happens specifically on that play. Oh, yep, the jersey tug. That's going to draw it up every time. Jersey tug is going to draw it up every time. So, it's now 1st and 20 now after the 10-yard penalty. That backs them up all the way to their 35-yard line. The Chiefs have to get a stop here to at least have a chance to put up a score. So, Jalen Hurts takes a snap, has some time, looks to throw, looking, pressure comes, has to run, but he gets brought down. Loss of 5, maybe 6 on that play, and now bring up 2nd down. And that 2nd down and 25 more likely. Let me see if there's any comments down in the chat of recently. Nothing yet. Okay, we'll have to keep our eyes on that. So, 2nd down and it looks like 25 yards. 26 yards. Girls, stop barking. All right, 2nd down and 26 now for the Eagles. Hurts has some time, throws it. It is incomplete. Where was he throwing that to? And I'll bring up 3rd and long. But hold on, we got a penalty. Hold on, there's a penalty flag. Let's see what happens. Was it a late hit? A personal foul on the defense, and that's an automatic first down. Holy smokes. Am I hallucinating or is this real? Because I don't know what's real right now. Oh, we hit Barkley late. Oh, you do not want to do that. You have to keep your composure in that situation. It was Bolton. Bolton that was responsible for that flag. You got to keep your composure in that situation. So now automatic first down at the 44-yard line. Pretty much the Chiefs are right now beating themselves for all I care. 1st and 10, Hurts hands it off to Zacchaeus, gets a broken few tackles, and turns a possible negative play into a still play. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Zacchaeus gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. But I think that'll take us to the 2-minute warning unless the timeout's called. Oh, wait, no, he went out of bounds. So that stops the clock. And Kansas City called timeout. Yeah, they got to talk things over because I don't know what the heck is going on with them right now. I really don't. I'm not seeing a Chiefs squad like this. Heck no, I'm not seeing anything like this. I mean, they were down, 14-0 in an earlier game this season against the Broncos. They were able to come back and hold the Broncos scoreless. But I don't think that's going to be the case against the Eagles squad this good. And if the Eagles win, one Super Bowl already is bad enough for Cowboy fans against the Philadelphia Eagles. If they get 2, they're going to be ruthless of the Cowboy fans. They're going to be ruthless against the Cowboys, of course. So, 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Eagles. Let's see if Philly can put up some points before the half expires. Oh, and there's 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. So, Hurts throws it to his left, caught by Goddard, goes out of bounds to stop the clock, and gets inside of Chiefs territory on that one. And now we're going to have 3rd and short coming up for the Eagles. So, my goodness. I don't know what's happening with the Chiefs right now. I really don't. I mean, the way they're looking, I don't know if they're going to win a championship right now. Just the way they're looking right now. I mean, the way they looked against the Niners was bad. But they at least scored points. This entire drive, they not score points. And I'll take us to a 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes from the end of the first half, and of course until the halftime show. But we're going to be talking about loads of news around the NFL at halftime. Maybe a call at halftime. I'm still not certain about that yet. But, my goodness. This has been crazy enough so far. We'll see what happens here. But the Chiefs go scoreless. I don't know what would happen if that happens. I'm not sure if they can come back from that, to be honest. I'm really not sure. Oh, is that Glenn. I thought that was Tim Tebow there for a second. I thought that was Tim Tebow there for a second. I thought, from that commercial that just popped up, I thought that was Tim Tebow there for a second. What's the score right now? It's 17-0 in favor of Philly right now. I honestly don't know what the heck is going on with the Chiefs right now. I really don't. This is not the Chiefs team I'm accustomed to seeing. I don't think anybody's accustomed to seeing this Chiefs squad. I mean, they've been held scoreless in the first half so far. I mean, I have no idea what in the Sam Hill is going on. I mean, if the Chiefs go down by 20 plus, I mean, I might lose all hope that they can come back from this. Just from looking at this squad, I have no idea what in the heck is going to happen. Okay. So we're still waiting to return for commercial. I think another comment came in. Let me see. Nothing else other than that. But feel free to put me ask questions in the comments if you have any questions for me. Let me know in the live chat. So we're still waiting to return from commercial, but the Eagles might be able to hold the Chiefs scoreless in the first half. That'll be for sure something. That'll be real something. So we'll see if the Chiefs can at least put up some points in the first half. I mean, did the Chiefs squad I'm seeing right now, this is a Chiefs team I've never seen that gets held scoreless in the first quarter, in the first half alone. I mean, I've not seen a Chiefs squad like this. This is different. This is beyond different. It's embarrassing. I mean, they're being blown out by the Eagles. I mean, this is crazy. All right. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Eagles. Hurts. Looks to throw. Throws it over the left seam. Just underthrew A.J. Brown, and it'll be incomplete. 4th down coming for the Eagles. But are they in field goal range? I think they're close. But I think they might have to punt it away ultimately. I don't think they're close enough. The Chiefs might come back though. Yeah, I know that. So just from looking at this squad, I don't know what to think of the Chiefs right now. Oh yep, they're not in enough field goal range to try a field goal, so they'll have to punt it away back. Okay, so the Chiefs have a chance to put up a point before the end of the first half. If they can at least put up some points, that would give me a little bit of hope for them in the second half. Because they do get the ball back to start the second half. But the Eagles, the defense already has been looking pretty dominant, if you ask me. And a flag comes out as well. I think it was a delay of game so that they could push the ball back a little farther and punt it back even deeper. So, we'll see what happens here. And A.J. Brown talking to Nick Sirianni. Yep, a delay of game by the Chiefs. By the Eagles, my bad. They're doing that so that way they can so that way they can move it back. Oh, but the Chiefs declined it. They know what they were trying to do. They knew what they were trying to do. So it's punted back to the Chiefs. It'll be bounced out of bounds around the 10. We'll see where the officials spot the ball. And they're going to spot it at the 9. So they'll have to go 91 yards to score. So, of course, coming up is the halftime, which we'll be talking about about the news around the entire NFL. And then maybe some NBA. I'm not sure about that yet. Because we're still in the Super Bowl. I might wait until after the Super Bowl to do that. And we see Taylor Swift for the first time. At least we haven't seen her like 20 times. This is a first. And she does not look pleased. Taylor Swift does not look pleased at all right now. She doesn't know what's happening. Neither do I. So it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. At their own 6. That's where it was ruled. Mahomes has some time, throws it over the middle, and was that intercepted? What is happening right now? Intercepted by Zach Bond. Is this a replay of Super Bowl 48 against the Seahawks and Broncos? Is that what we're seeing right now? Because this certainly looks like that. My gosh. Intercepted by the Eagles, the second pick of the game. And now they're set up in goal range. What's happening to Mahomes? I really gotta know. Did the ball touch the ground? I don't think it did. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what's happening right now. I really don't. This Chiefs squad I've never ever seen. They're reminding me of the Super Bowl 48 Denver Broncos right now. That's what they're reminding me of right now. With that whole Legion of Boom smoking Peyton Manning and those guys. That's what it's looking like to me right now. This is crazy. So Hurts now will have a chance to put up points before the end of the half with 1:45 left. Hurts keeping it himself, running up the middle, gets about 2 yards in the carry before he's eventually brought down by number 90, the man that was guilty of the offsides earlier. And I think that's right now the key to the game. Because if 90 didn't line up offsides on that one play, they would have gotten the ball back and had a chance to score. But it was negated by the offsides penalty, which was stupid, I might add. But this is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. The best offensive player of the year, Saquon Barkley, and Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown and the Eagles, they're pounding the Chiefs right now. They're giving them a butt whooping right now. I mean, they're beating their behinds. They're beating them up about as much as the Seahawks did to the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. That's what they're reminding me of right now. So it's 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles. And Hurts looks to throw, has some time, throws it to his left, caught by Brown, and that time he is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And they're up 23-0. What in the Sam Hill is happening right now? And Cowboy fans better be praying that the Eagles don't win this. Cowboy fans be praying. The Cowboys' offseason is already bad enough. Imagine if the Eagles win a championship. Oh, Cowboy fans probably never want to watch NFL again. That's probably what it's looking at right now. That's what it's looking at right now. Because Cowboys, they're not going to want to deal with the Eagle fans next year because they now have two. They would now have 2 rings. I mean, this is shocking. What's happening right now? This is actually shocking. I'm actually shocked. For the first time in my life, I'm actually shocked. Because I did not expect the Chiefs to be down by this much. I was not expecting them to be held scoreless in the first half. But of course, they still have 1:35 left to go before halftime. If they can at least try to get some points up on the board. And Mahomes better not throw a dang interception again. He better not throw another one. I mean, this is a guy that we're talking about in the GOAT conversation. This is a guy we're talking about in the GOAT conversation. And he's thrown 2 interceptions so far. One of them went to the end zone for a touchdown. I mean, am I watching the same Chiefs team that I've seen all season? Is this the same 15-2 Chiefs team that we saw in the regular season? Because it certainly doesn't look like them right now. And this is for real crazy. I was not even expecting this. I was expecting it to be more closer. And Scooter McGregor, a Cowboys fan on Clickbait Sports, had predicted that the Chiefs would blow out the Eagles. Right now, it's the exact opposite. I mean, this is literally shocking. I have no idea what is happening with the Chiefs right now. They're being held scoreless right now against the Eagles, a team they beat in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. I mean, this better not fan out like the same way it did for the Seahawks versus 49ers versus Seahawks versus Broncos Super Bowl. It better not fail the same like that. Or else this one might be the worst Super Bowl of all time. If the Chiefs get blown out and by even more than what the Seahawks were able to put up in that Super Bowl 48 against the Denver Broncos, this might be the worst Super Bowl we've ever seen. Think about that. A guy that's considered to be the GOAT in that GOAT conversation with Tom Brady, who's calling this game, by the way, he's in the GOAT conversation. But if you have this, it's going to be hard to put you in that conversation until you win 5. At least that. Because did Patrick Mahomes get blown out by that much? I mean, he got blown out by like 28-3, and then he was able to come back. Of course, that was the Atlanta Falcons. We know who they are. But this is for real shocking. I don't know what I'm speechless right now. I'm for real speechless. The first time all season, I've actually been speechless. This is for real insane. I had the Chiefs winning this game. I wanted the Eagles to win, but I thought there was no way they're going to beat Kansas City. Well, it's looking that way right now. I mean, is this the same Chiefs team that we've seen? Or is it a Denver Broncos team in there right now? Because it looks like the team swap bodies. Looks like the Eagles and Chiefs swap bodies for a dang minute. Either the Chiefs swap bodies with the Eagles or they swap bodies with the Cowboys. Because this is ridiculous. But Mahomes, my gosh. This is the worst Super Bowl he's had since Super Bowl 55. And even Brady put up like, what, 31, 39 in that Super Bowl? And then the Chiefs didn't end up putting a single touchdown up because they had the injury to Mahomes and an offensive line. But Mahomes in shotgun, looks to throw. He's going to run for a bit, and he gets away, but not going to get far after that. There is a flag down, though, so this one might be coming back, and it looks like it is. Maybe a hold against the Chiefs. It is a hold on the Chiefs. What's happening right now? I mean, the Chiefs are looking like the Cowboys right now. This is how embarrassing they're looking. They're looking like the dang Cowboys. And they don't have Andy Reid as the head coach. They're playing Schottenheimer now. This is crazy on what the Eagles are doing right now. This is crazy. I'm for real shocked. All right, here we go. So Mahomes has been sacked 3 times, been pressured 6 times, and 14 dropbacks. Mahomes has to throw it to the ground. And that brings up 2nd down and 20 from their own 20. I don't know what to say right now. I really don't. And another flag comes in. It looks like it's intentional grounding on top of it. Oh, an ineligible man downfield. But that's declined. Because if they did accept that, that would have been 5 yards and another and still be for 1st down. So I actually like that option of declining the penalty. Because that would have set up another 1st and 25 in that situation. Instead, it's now going to be 2nd and 20. But this is for real shocking. I don't know what to say right now. I really don't. So it's 2nd down and 20 for the Chiefs. Mahomes throws it to his middle and is caught by Hollywood Brown, but only gets 9 yards on that carry, gets most of the penalty yardage back. But it'll bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Chiefs. If they go 3 and out for another time, I might lose my freaking mind on just how teams have swapped bodies. Because that's what it's looking like right now to me. It's looking like teams swap bodies. It's what it's most certainly looking like to me. 3rd down and 11 coming up for the Chiefs. Trying to avoid going 3 and out for another time. So, 3rd down and 11. Mahomes in shotgun. Looks to throw. Pressure's coming. Has to throw it. He does. Incomplete down the field to Diop. And that is a 3 and out for the Chiefs. Oh my gosh. I mean, for real. What is happening right now? I have no idea what we're witnessing right now. I really don't. Because this is ridiculous. Even Chris Jones is upset. And he's going to probably be a Hall of Fame defensive lineman. And Taylor Swift's definitely not pleased about this. He might divorce Travis Kelce at the end of this. That's what it's looking like right now. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift might break up with Travis Kelce at the end of this game. Because on the way they're looking like right now. That's what I'm thinking right now. I don't know about anybody else. But 23 seconds to go. They're probably going to kneel this and send it to half with a lead of 24-0. Last time a team that was held scoreless and that I've seen was the Broncos against the Seahawks. That's the last one I remember. And then the Broncos go on to lose the game. This is the largest halftime lead since that Super Bowl I think it was a Super Bowl between Denver and Washington. Largest halftime deficit in Super Bowl history. But this is crazy right now. This is for real crazy. And they're going to run another play. Are they just holding on the Chiefs right now? Oh my gosh. If they get another score, my goodness. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley gets about 1 or 2 yards on that carry. And they're letting the clock run down. They haven't called a timeout yet. Still waiting to call timeout, and that's going to be halftime. Chiefs are down, get this, 24-0. 24-0 right now. And that's how bad, I mean, this is crazy. The two-time defending Super Bowl champion is down 24-0 right now. I don't think they were even down this much when they were going against the 49ers. This is crazy. If the Chiefs end up losing this game, this might be the worst Super Bowl in NFL history. I'm just saying that right now. That'll be right up there with the Seahawks beating the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. And we all know the blowout that was. I mean, this is insane. The Chiefs that were winning one-score games all season and had 7 straight playoff wins with one possession. I mean, this is crazy. I don't know what in the world's happening right now. Let me know. Feel free to react in the chat, but are we seeing the same team that we've seen all year? Because it's not looking like it right now. A team that made it close against the Carolina Panthers after they lost to the Buffalo Bills and then went on to almost lose to the Raiders. The Raiders. They almost lost to the freaking Raiders if they didn't make that dang good mistake. I mean, this is crazy what we're witnessing right now. They're down 24-0. 24-0. And I don't even think the Broncos were down by this much. I think they were down by 22 in that Super Bowl. And this is the largest deficit at halftime in Super Bowl history. 24-0. This is freaking insane. I mean, I'm surprised that I'm a YouTuber. I'm surprised. I thought the Chiefs were going to be better than this. Because right now, they're a sorry embarrassment. That's what they're looking like right now. I'm just saying that right now. And I hope I get clipped like this and have it eventually jinx. Because I had the Chiefs. But this is insane. If the Chiefs lose this game, they'll be right up there with the biggest disappointments in Super Bowl history with the Patriots that went undefeated and lost to the Giants. I mean, I'm hoping Philly wins, but I was not expecting them to win this by this much. That's for dang sure. And holding the Chiefs scoreless through 2 quarters? I mean, are we witnessing the same team that we've seen all year? Or am I hallucinating right now? Because this doesn't even feel real. That's how crazy it is. I mean, I'm hoping Philly wins, but at the same time, you gotta feel bad for the Chiefs. Because I bet the entire city of Kansas City's hearts are broken right now. I bet their hearts are dang broken. I bet they're broken right now. Especially the way this team is looking right now. That's what I'm seeing right now. If you and I are witnessing the same dang thing. Because this is insane. This is so freaking insane. I don't even know how this deficit came to be. But I don't even know what to say. I really don't. And this is a Chiefs squad that went 15-2. The same record as the Detroit Lions. And now they're being blown out 24-0 against a number 1 defense in the Philadelphia Eagles. And one of the best offensive units that we've seen in the NFL. I mean, I was hoping to pick the Chiefs and then have a jinx. But this is insane. This is so freaking insane. Mahomes been sacked 3 times. Eagles are up by 24-0. This is insane. This is really insane. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm just that shocked. I'm really that shocked. But, oh man, the Chiefs are going to have a lot of work ahead of them if they're going to come back in this game. They got a lot of stuff to fix. But, of course, we know there's a lot of things going on. But let's talk some NFL news while we're at halftime right now. We know that the Seahawks hired Clint Kubiak. I do believe that was the right hire for them to help out with their offensive line. The halftime show is coming up next. But a few of the coaching hires I believe could stand out from the coaching hires. I believe one of them could be Liam Cohen, or Cohen. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but he was signed to go back to the Buccaneers last year, and then eventually went to the Jaguars. I mean, the Jaguars are a good opportunity for him. They're in a bit of a pit right now, but if they have the head coach around him, and if their offense and defense can actually get something going, Jaguars could be a good team in the future. But it's insane right now of what we're seeing from this from that Jaguar squad. But of course, the Super Bowl right now is crazy. It's crazy town. That's how crazy it is. But of course, other hires that were made was Mike Vrabel to the Patriots. I do believe that might help him. I don't think it'll help him win a championship. The Ben Johnson hire, I do like that hire. Let's hope it actually goes well for the Bears this time and doesn't have a black cat running around that franchise. Then we have the Jets hiring Aaron Glenn, with also recent news of Aaron Rodgers getting cut by the Jets. And then a few other hires that I am aware of is Pete Carroll to the Raiders. And then there are a few others too. I'm not sure which other ones I can think of at this exact point in time. But you, of course, got a big free agency market coming in this upcoming season. You got one of the offensive line of the Chiefs going into free agency. I do believe the Seahawks should try to target him. Although the offense of the Chiefs has not looked good at all this season. Or at least right now. It's not looking good right now. But some free agents I would keep my eyes on. Hunter Renfrow is one of them. Another one is Christian Kirk. He's currently on the free agent block right now. And that is if he doesn't get re-signed to those Jaguars. But, of course, you got other stuff going on. Some of the Seahawks have reduced their cap hit to allow the Seahawks to open their cap space. Leonard Williams opened up $14 million in cap space. So that's very helpful by taking a decline in his contract after the year he had this season. But also you had other talks. I don't think DK Metcalf's going to go anywhere. But of course, Myles Garrett's on the trading block. Cooper Kupp is now on the trading block. Because the Rams are looking to trade Cooper Kupp, which I believe would be a dumb move. Some other ones are Russell Wilson and Justin Fields getting gone into free agency of the Steelers. If they don't go after Justin Fields, then I think they're screwed. If they don't get Justin Fields back, they're going to be screwed for the years to come. But, of course, you got other teams around the league. The Ravens being a big disappointment this year. We're expected to be back in the title game, but Mark Andrews dropped that pass in the divisional round against the Bills. The Texans, of course, had a little decline with C.J. Stroud declining as much as he did in his sophomore slump. The Commanders being a shocking surprise. I touched on him a few videos ago on if they're NFC East favorites. I do believe they could be if they can shore up that defense and be able to get another receiver. Go after another receiver, maybe go out there in the draft, try to land an underrated guy, and get him to add on to what Scary Terry already is. This offense could be really scary. And then the defense also would have to be very spot on as well. So, of course, other ones as well, of course. You got other moves around, other stuff going on around the league. For the Bengals, their defense had a lot of stuff going on. The Bengals had just one of the worst defenses in the league. And I believe they need to fix up that defense immediately if they're going to be back, if the Bengals are going to be back in contention sooner rather than later. The Bills, I do expect to be in this AFC Championship position again because of what they were able to do this past season. I'm happy Josh Allen got his MVP. I'm very excited that he got that. But of course, a few other ones. The 49ers now looking to trade Deebo Samuel as well. So Deebo Samuel is right now on the trading block for the Niners, which he looked like a shell of himself from what he was a few years ago. Because Deebo Samuel is one of the best players in the league. But most certainly not this. That's for sure. So, there's Kendrick Lamar. Samuel Jackson? Samuel L. Jackson? Or, I'm not sure what his middle initial is. There's Kendrick Lamar. But I'm going to continue talking here. But the thing I look at in the AFC, NFC West is it's a wide open division. It might not seem wide open as people are thinking it isn't, but it actually is. The Niners, they've been a team that's prominently owned the division for years. They went 1-5 against the entire division last year. And then, of course, this past season, they were dealt with injuries. But even with their guys healthy, I'm still not sold on the Niners. I'm still not sold on them. But if we look at the division of the NFC West, the Rams, they're going to be back next year. The 49ers, they're going to be back with their healthy guys. The Seahawks, they're rising up. Cardinals, they're actually becoming something scary. But the NFC West, I do believe is going to be one of the more competitive divisions in the NFL next year, especially with the type of schedule that each team of that division has. Of course, the opponents have been decided, but not the schedule. Of course, that will be revealed more once it gets closer to draft week. But another division I wanted to touch on is the AFC West. The AFC West, I believe, could be more competitive than people think. I know, the Chiefs are down right now by 24-0. But the AFC West could be more competitive than some people think. You got 4 amazing head coaches, 3 of them likely going to go to the Hall of Fame. One of them could be in the Hall of Fame if he wins the Super Bowl, but he won't be until then. You got Jim Harbaugh of the Chargers. You got Pete Carroll of the Raiders. You got Sean Payton of the Broncos. And you also have the Chiefs and Andy Reid. Okay, I just received word that I can call in at halftime with my pal CJ. Let me just confirm, so that way. Let me just confirm really quick, so that way I know if he's actually available right now. I'm just seeing. Okay, so I'm gonna give my pal CJ a call. He's a pal of mine that works a few blocks away from me. So we're gonna give him a call. He's a fellow Seahawks fan. So I'm gonna give him a call. I'm gonna put him on speaker. Let me just hold up the phone to my ear so I know he's gonna answer. And then I'll put him on speaker so y'all can hear him. Hey CJ, how's it going? All right. Is it alright if I put you on speaker for the audience to hear? All right. I just wanted to check. All right, I'm putting you on speaker now. But man, have you seen the Super Bowl so far?
Yeah, I've seen most of the games. Yeah, it's crazy, especially all what's been going on in the first half.
Yeah, are you right now at work at your place right now?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's slowed down, so you actually got a free moment. Okay.
No, yeah.
I was wondering if that was the case or not. But let's talk about some of these teams for a minute. So we, of course, just looking outside of the Eagles and Chiefs right now, you got, of course, some recent news. I don't know if you heard this or not, but Aaron Rodgers was cut by the New York Jets. He was cut recently, but now that leaves a big hole in the Jets at quarterback. But I want to ask you this question: do you think Aaron Rodgers' career is over? And who do you think should be the Jets quarterback next season?
Hang on, hold that question real quick. Give me just a second.
Okay. Did you have something come up? Oh, he's probably on hold right now, so we'll wait until he comes back. Well, then we'll ask that question again. I think he's on hold right now. So, of course, we know that happened, but I personally, CJ is coming back. I believe that Aaron Rodgers' career is done, but I do believe the Jets might want to take a chance on Jordan Travis. He's been a good quarterback. I liked him coming out of Florida State, but of course we know that the Florida State Seminoles dramatically decreased after that, missing the college football playoff cut. But I believe you give Jordan Travis a shot, even though he had that very big injury partway through the year. Of course, he had that very big leg break that was very ugly to see in that game against South Alabama, if I'm correct. But I'd say I know CJ might give his answer, but I would say just try Jordan Travis, see how it goes. Let's see if CJ is back yet. CJ, you there? It's not looking like so yet. Oh, are you back?
Yeah, my bad. I was running a pizza out.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Back to the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah, but the question I want to ask you is, do you think two things? Do you think Aaron Rodgers' career is over? And who do you think should be the Jets quarterback next season?
One, no. I possibly don't think Aaron Rodgers' career could be over. I think he could pull a Brett Favre issue if possible, but not to the Vikings, I don't think. Probably someone else, possibly in that division, give or take, or maybe in another division. Who knows?
I mean, him to the Steelers would be kind of interesting, just because it's the Steeler way.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure.
But who do you think should be the starting quarterback in New York next season? Is it someone on that roster right now, or is it someone in the draft or free agency?
I don't think either. I think it would be either for someone probably in free agency.
Yeah, and if it was someone, who would you think?
The one thing I'd be shocked about, it's going to be coming between both of us since, of course, we're both Seattle fans, thinking possible Russell Wilson could be. That'd be a crazy pickup.
That would be such a bad situation. I mean, do you know how bad the New York Jets are right now?
No, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that would be a bad situation for Russell Wilson. I mean, don't even get me started on Russell Wilson in New York. I mean, those two things don't even mix. Especially since the Jets are a bad franchise, in my personal opinion.
No doubt. But that's going to be either one of the case. But either not, I've seen rumors and stuff that Sam Darnold could go back to the Jets.
Oh, reunite with his former team.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after the year he had.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be interesting if that happened. But of course, we would not. Hopefully, he doesn't go back to seeing ghosts on the field like he did in New York.
No, yeah, for sure.
But another question I wanted to throw out there is about a team that hired someone. We all know Pete Carroll went to the Raiders. We all know that. But the quarterback situation up there is kind of a bit of a confusing one. But who do you think should be a top candidate to go to the Raiders?
As a QB?
As a QB, yeah.
So, also another rumor been hearing, I know this is another situation as well about Russell, that Pete Carroll wants to pull basically Aaron Rodgers, when Aaron Rodgers was with the Jets, to try to bring all the Green Bay players there. And feeling like Pete Carroll wants to do that same issue, bringing a few of the players there from Seattle.
Yeah, that would be a good idea if that's what Pete Carroll wants to do.
Yeah. But it'd be either crazy if who else is out there?
Is someone in there with you?
Oh yeah, I'm in the hallway right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but I do think if it's not him, I'm trying to think who else could be a good candidate. There are also rumors saying that Justin Fields could also go there too if things don't pan out in Steelers.
Yeah, if things don't pan out with Pittsburgh, I could definitely see Justin Fields in a Raiders uniform. Especially with the way that Pete Carroll was able to develop Russell Wilson back in his prime.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know who a good candidate could be.
I mean, I would like to see a Pete Carroll-Russell Wilson reuniting, a reunion between those two. I would like to see that. But, of course, we know Russell Wilson wants to stay in Pittsburgh right now.
Oh, yeah.
But another question I want to throw out there is about the division, the NFC West. We know the Seahawks and Rams tied the record. Of course, the Rams won the strength of opponent the week prior. But with the
Yeah.
Seahawks going 10-7 and the Rams going 10-7, the Cardinals going, I believe their record was 8-9 if I'm correct. And
I
then
believe so, yeah.
yeah, and then the 49ers ended up going 6-11, but of course they had all the injuries going on.
Mhm.
I wanted to ask this question. Do you think the NFC West will be competitive at all next year?
To be honest, talking to another coworker that works here, that he's sadly a Chiefs fan here, and one of my friends that I used to play with, that she lives in New York, and another guy that I talked to with them, I told him the weakest division that's going to be possible next year is going to be our division, the NFC West.
Really?
Because if you also think about it, I know this is going to sound shocking as well. Yes, the Rams will possibly be under rebuild after if they keep Stanford in, or if they continue his contract. Same with the 49ers. We talked about it and seen about it with the injuries they've been dealing with. Arizona, I mean, they're up there a bit, but they're still got to get their key pieces in order.
And they don't have to throw a ball at the 5-yard line when you have a chance to win the game. That's for dang sure.
No, yeah. And then also for our team, Seattle, I mean, we have a good core. No question about that. We've seen it. But these still need more defensive help.
Yeah, and we need a competent quarterback as well.
Yep. So, like I said, I do think our division is going to be at least the weakest one, at least, until possible next year.
Yeah, I like that prediction. That's bold. I like that prediction at the very good least. I do believe the Seahawks might have a shot to win the division, but they'll have to at least split with the Niners and the
Cardinals.
Niners and Cardinals, along with the Rams as well. On top of it.
Because the toughest division that I'm predicting is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs division, the AFC West.
Yeah, I've said that also. I do believe that's going to be a more competitive division than people are anticipating. Because you got 4 of the best head coaches in the NFL. And 3 of them are going to be Hall of Famers. Jim Harbaugh might get up there until he wins a championship. But I mean, you look at the teams. There were 3 teams of that division alone that made the playoffs. 3 teams. I mean, the Broncos were expected to be one of the worst teams in the entire division, in the entire league, and they made the playoffs.
Oh, no, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, that was shocking even to me. I thought after that Week 1 game that Bo Nix had against Seattle, I thought their season was screwed until that run happened.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure. But like I said, I do think that division is going to be tough because, yes, they have 4 stacked head coaches where the Kansas City Chiefs have, what is he, almost a possible 4-time Super Bowl champ coach with Andy Reid, two Super Bowl wins individuals with Sean Payton and Pete Carroll, and then also Jim Harbaugh as well as the Chargers.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be good to see that Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh rivalry reunited. We saw that in Seattle and San Francisco when they had that very big rivalry that was considered one of the best rivalries at that time.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
That's going to be very interesting. I'm very excited to see what happens there. I'm very excited.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy season next year, and years on that.
Yeah, but if you were to say, we know the Super Bowl is currently a blowout right now.
Oh,
If the Chiefs continue to get blown out, would you consider this the worst Super Bowl in NFL history? Right there with the Seahawks winning in Super Bowl 48.
So sadly to say, I would not, because you got to think about it. The Chiefs have dealt with this deficit before. We've all seen it in the AFC divisional round, I believe. I think a couple of years back when it was them against the Houston
Texans. When the legend of Mahomes was created. Right, but go ahead.
But yeah, I do believe. I just hope it doesn't happen. But I do believe the comeback could happen Hopefully it does not, but I do believe a comeback could happen in the second half.
Yeah, I'm not entirely ruling out the Chiefs. You know this. You should know this. I'm never betting against Mahomes again. I'm never betting against Mahomes again until they actually fall off.
Oh no, yeah, no doubt. Because when I saw the second play drive against the Eagles when they were in field goal range, I was like, they better score at least some points instead of going for it. And I saw they kicked the field goal, and I'm like, all right, good.
Yeah, and the main thing that I got confused about, and the most stupidest penalty I've seen today, was that offside penalty on the Chiefs defender, number 90. I don't know if you saw that or not. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, that was just insane. I don't know. Did the Chiefs learn a lesson from the AFC Championship game in 2019 when they had a chance to beat Tom Brady, the GOAT? Did they learn their lesson there? Because it didn't look like that to me right there.
No, yeah.
But also, we know that the NFC is one of the most wide open conferences in the NFL. But the NFC East is looking like one of the better divisions, of course, with the Commanders and the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to ask you this question on the hire of Brian Schottenheimer. We know from what we've seen that the Seahawks had him for 3 years in Seattle.
Yeah.
But do you like that head coaching hire, or is there something wrong with it? I want to hear your perspective on this.
Okay. Well, hold up that real fast. Let me go check on my tables, and I'll come back and answer that question.
All right, sounds good. All right, so he's on hold really quick. So Brian Schottenheimer, I of course touched on him during when the hire went down, but I mean, it's not all bad for the Cowboys if you look at it. I mean, I know I might sound like a Cowboys fan, but they have a good coaching staff. The only thing that is wrong is the fact that their head coach, who their head coach is. You look at the coaching staff, Matty Eberflus, he's a defensive coordinator. Some people.
All right, I am back.
Oh yeah, all right. I was telling the audience my thoughts on it, but yeah, go ahead on that. What are your thoughts on Brian Schottenheimer?
So on that one, seeing that hiring, it was kind of interesting but shocking as well, because how the Cowboys, of course, and we all know that they would have gone with the draft pick, and we all know Shenord, to at least get a quarterback and a head coach.
Yeah, but of course you look at them. They had a chance to go after Deion Primetime Sanders. That actually has a Super Bowl ring with the Cowboys. I mean, it might have taken them a lot to leave Colorado, but you have a chance to bring in a Super Bowl champion with the squad that knows what it's like to win a championship with that team.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure. But you know what the craziest thing is that I've heard, though, about what the Cowboys are doing?
What?
So they're saying that they could draft Ashton Genty at their main pick, I believe at the 12th. I may be mistaken. I think.
I believe so. Let me look real quick. But keep going.
Yeah. So yeah, Ashton Genty in the 12th, and possible. I think what is it, next year or the year after? I think when Archie Manning is in the eligible for the draft.
Yeah, and also the pick is correct. Number 12. It is correct.
Okay, but yeah, so that's what I've been hearing about, that Cowboys could pick Ashton Genty at the 12th, and then if Archie is going into the NFL draft next year or the year after, I believe that's who they're wanting possible go for.
Oh,
There was an interview about his grandfather saying he wants his boy to go to the Cowboys.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I heard this. I've heard this before. I heard it from Cam Newton on First Take. That was the first time I heard about it, and I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea if you look at it right.
And the craziest thing is, if they do that, they'll have basically a reunion-ish, if you want to call it, about Troy Aikman and I think who was the running back at the time?
Emmitt Smith?
I checked up on him.
Was it Emmitt Smith?
Wait, one more time?
Was it Emmitt Smith?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking that what they could do, would possibly do. Because remember, they were going to try to do that with Dak and Zeke, and we all saw what happened.
Yep. They were good for some years, but then eventually fell off.
And that's what I'm thinking that the Cowboys are going to try to do. Draft Ashton Genty, wait until a couple of years until Archie gets into the NFL draft and draft Archie. Because remember, I don't know if you want to check or anything, but I think they have the number one pick, I think either in 2026, I believe, or the 2027 first round pick. Because they got it off of somebody. I think that's what it was that I heard.
Yeah, I would have to look at that later. I could look that up later.
No, yeah, but yeah, because that's what I heard about, and it'd be crazy if we see Manning and Genty clash up.
That would be really scary. I would actually be concerned about the Cowboys actually winning a championship if that actually happened. But we all know who the Cowboys are. They're an accident waiting to happen in some people's eyes. In my eyes, they're a choke waiting to happen.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure.
But it looks like the halftime's about to end, so I'm going to let you go.
All right, Antonio, thanks
All right.
for calling, and thanks for me answering your questions, all of that.
You kind of broke up at the last little bit.
Oh, my bad. I said thanks for calling me, for me answering your questions and stuff, and we'll see what happens in the second half.
Yeah, we'll see, but I'll talk to you later, CJ.
All right, catch you later, Antonio.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, so we had a call with CJ. Steven's currently unavailable. He is out sick, but CJ had a lot of really good points. The Cowboys, they have a chance to go out there and get Arch Manning. I think Arch Manning might be eligible for the draft next season, if I'm correct. But of course, either that season or the season afterwards. But of course, now we enter into the second half of this football game for the Chiefs. We'll see if the Chiefs can come back from this. They've had comebacks before. We'll see if the Chiefs can pull a little game of what Tom Brady did against the Falcons. We'll see if they can pull any of that shenanigans. But the Chiefs only had one first down in the entire game. They had 2 interceptions that led to 14 points. And the Eagles right now have won time possession by about 10 minutes more than the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Chiefs only had 23 total yards in the first quarter, in the first half. If they lose this game, I might look at this as the biggest disappointment in NFL history. That's the way I'm looking at it right now. But of course, we know the Chiefs can come back at any given moment. So we never let them off the hook at all. All right. So the Chiefs will get the ball to start the second half. Trying to put up something. Give any grasp of hope to the Chiefs. But we'll see if the Eagles can win this. And I might get a Super Bowl jersey and hat for that team when the Super Bowl ends. Just as a heads up to some fans out there. Okay. So it went into the end zone for a touchback. Chiefs have got a lot of ground to make up if they're going to have a shot to come back in this game. The last team to come back from a bigger margin was the 2018 or 17 Patriots against the Falcons. We'll see if the Chiefs can pull that. But handoff to Pashenko of the right seam gets about 6 yards on the carry, but gets snuffed for a few, but gets a few yards on that carry and a good start to the Kansas City Chiefs drive. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Chiefs. But Gibbs. Worthy caught it left seam and gets a first down. The first down since the first quarter. But the Chiefs have got a lot of ground to make up if they're going to come back, which we've seen the Chiefs do it before. Can they pull the Patriots against the Falcons? We'll see if that's going to be the case. So 1st and 10, Mahomes has time, looks to throw, in trouble. He is close to being sacked, and is. Loss of a yard, and it is Jordan Davis, the 2-year man out of Georgia, for the sack. And the Georgia Bulldog gets in there for the sack, eating at those kneecaps. So, second down and 11 for the Chiefs after the loss of 1. But Mahomes has not been impressive at all. He's had 7 of 15 completed. So we'll see if he can improve that dramatically in the second half. Mahomes takes a snap, looks to throw, has some time, in trouble. He is sacked again. And, he's sacked again. And that'll bring up third down and long for the Chiefs. Trying to avoid losing another possession of a drive to the Eagles defense. Let's see if the Chiefs can put up some points in this second half. They're going to have to if they're going to win this game and avoid the biggest upset in Super Bowl history, pretty much. Other than, of course, the Giants against the Patriots. Other than that. It's third down and 17 for the Chiefs. At their own 37-yard line, they got to get a first down here. Third and 17. Mahomes has time. Looks to throw. Pressure is coming. Has to run. Runs out to his right seam. He is going to be... Oh, he stays on his feet. Still on his feet, but gets tackled down at the 45-yard line of the Chiefs. Not much Mahomes magic right now, as it is now fourth down, and the Chiefs are forced to punt. No response as of yet for the Chiefs. They have come up scoreless in the first half alone, and now to start off the second half. So now they'll have to punt it away again. The Chiefs team has only had 2 first downs this game. This is crazy. But a punt back to the Eagles, and the Eagles will have a chance to score again. And it will go into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be moved up to the 30-yard line. The Eagles have a massive advantage over the Chiefs and have a chance to pile on against the Chiefs in New Orleans. And I think a conspiracy theory that might be out there, I don't know if anybody's brought this up, is Super Bowl closer to the teams. I mean, hear me out for a second. We saw Tom Brady win in their home stadium. The first home team to win a Super Bowl in their home stadium. Then we saw the Rams in Super Bowl 56. And then we saw in Super Bowl 57, it was Arizona. Arizona is a few miles out from Kansas City. Let me actually look that up really quick while we're on commercial. Let me look up the distance between the two cities. So let's do Glendale. Let's do State Farm. What's this? Glendale, Arizona. So State Farm Stadium, not website. Hold on with me for a second. Drive distance from Kansas City, from Arrowhead Stadium. So those two places combined are 1,223 miles out. That's from Kansas City, Missouri to Glendale, Arizona. Now let's look at Las Vegas. Ali Stadium. And that place is 1,363 miles away from Kansas City. So that's where Las Vegas is. And then let's look at New Orleans. There's Caesars Superdome. Caesars Superdome. There we go. Super Bowl there. And then let's put in the Eagles location. Lincoln Financial Field. Okay, let's see the mileage between those two. So between between New Orleans and Philly, the mileage between the two are 1,218 miles away. If we look at that right, it's 1,500 miles under 1,500 miles apart. If we look at that right, Super Bowl winners have been the last four Super Bowl winners have been closer to their stadium by under 1,500 yards. I'm just saying that might be a new conspiracy theory to look at. But Eagles now have a 1st and 10 at the 20. Hurts throws it out to his right, caught by Barkley behind the line, gets about 4 yards on that carry, and I'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Eagles. But the Eagles' offense has been moving really good for the entirety of this game. This is probably the biggest upset I've ever seen in a Super Bowl recently. And this would be a big shock. And I would actually be wrong in the Super Bowl for the first time. Because last year I was correct in guessing the Chiefs. So if this stays the same, I'll be wrong on my Super Bowl prediction. So 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Eagles. Handoff to Barkley, gets about a yard on that carry, but not much afterwards, and they'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. But Saquon Barkley has been one of the best rushing guys in the NFL. 14 games with 100-plus rushing yards. Most rushing yards all time in a season. And then 7 rushing touchdowns by 60-plus yards. Most by any player. That's insane. But 3rd and 5 coming up for the Eagles. And Cowboy and Giant fans better pray that the Eagles don't win this. Because Barkley is there and the Giants let him go. And the Cowboys are in that division. But Hurts has to run it. He got to run. 1st down and a lot more. Slides down around the 42-yard line. Around the 41. And that's a 1st down. Eagles. My goodness. This has been a big shock. My goodness. This will be right up there with the Super Bowl 48 with the Seahawks and the Broncos if this continues. This will be right up there with those two. With that one. But it's 24-0. Eagles are trying to add on to that lead. Trying to go up 31-0. I don't think any Super Bowl team has ever come back from that big of a deficit. So for Hurts has some time, has to throw it, and it's caught by Devontae Smith. And a few yards on that carry. Looked like it was originally going to be a tackle for loss, but instead it's a 4-yard pass, 4 to 5 yard pass, somewhere around that ballpark. So it'll bring up 2nd down and manageable for the Eagles. You have 2nd and 4. So Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley went up the middle. Got a 1st down inside of Kansas City territory. And the Eagles just bulldozing all over Kansas City right now. They might be eating leftovers after this one. Because they're feasting on the Chiefs right now. They're really feasting right now. And this is insane. This is far beyond the NFC Championship last year when the Lions lost that lead. This is insane. This is the biggest shock I've ever seen. Of course, if the Lions would have won, I would not have been surprised because it's the Niners. But 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 43. Handoff, flip back to Barkley. Barkley gets about 3 yards on that carry. And nobody right now can stop Barkley right now. This is insane what we're seeing from this Eagles squad. Kellen Moore, likely to get a head coaching job in New Orleans. If he brings this to New Orleans, oh, watch out for this New Orleans Saints team. They can be scary. So let's see if the Eagles can keep this lead. They still got 2 quarters to play. 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. The Chiefs defense has to get a stop here to at least have a little hope. Hurts takes a snap, looks to throw, has some time, running up the middle, and he's got a 1st down and a whole lot more. Slides down at the 25-yard line, and the Eagles constantly running over Steve Spagnuolo's defense. I mean, that video I made on him about being a head coach, I might want to take that one back. I might want to take that one back right now, just from the way I'm seeing it. But Jalen Hurts, they are bulldozing over the Chiefs right now. They're bulldozing them. But 1st and 10 for the the Eagles. Hurts has some time, looks to throw, looking, throws it down the right seam. Oh my gosh! What a catch by Barkley! Down inside of the 5. I thought for a second he was going to drop it, but he didn't do what he did against Atlanta, and that's a 1st down Philly. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh my goodness. What an amazing grab by Saquon Barkley. That was amazing ball awareness. And the Eagles now in goal range once again. 1st and goal from the 4. Whatever you do, don't throw the ball. Run to Barkley gets a loss of 2, maybe 3. So it is going to be 2nd and goal from the 6 or 7 yard line. Don't pass the ball. Repeat, do not pass the ball. I'm being for real serious. Don't do what the Seahawks did. Don't do what they did. I'm being for real serious. It's the 10-year anniversary of that Super Bowl. I don't want that to happen again to any team. Unless it's the 49ers. But the 2nd and goal for the Eagles at the 6.5 yard line. But Hurts running out of time on the play clock, and they're going to call a timeout. They're going to call a timeout. That joke I made on the Niners, oh my goodness. It almost got me laughing. But it's 2nd and goal. Oh, and the Daytona 500 is coming as well. That's happening next Sunday at 2:30 Eastern. I mean, I'm not big of a racing fan myself. I know a pal of mine is, Jack, which a funny story about those two really quick. His mom is a Detroit Lions fan, and his father is a Seahawks fan. So, and I'm hoping that the Lions get there sooner or later. I'm really hoping they do. So, Hurts and the Eagles right now threatening the Chiefs. The Chiefs trying to avoid going down by the largest deficit in Super Bowl history. 31-0. Trying to avoid the largest deficit in NFL history. Hand up to Barkley. Barkley gets a yard on that carry, but not much after that. It'll bring up 3rd and goal for the Eagles. And it looks like maybe Chris Jones is down hurt. He's slow to get up. The Hall of Fame defensive tackle is right now down for the Chiefs. So something must happen with his knee brace. So it looks like that the knee brace he had caught up to him. But we're going to go to commercial break. But Chris Jones, the best defensive player for the Chiefs, is right now down. And maybe trading L'Jarius Sneed wasn't the brightest idea after all. Maybe trading L'Jarius Sneed was a bad move by the Chiefs. Because that brother was a stud. He kind of reminded me of Cam Chancellor. Especially on that play he made in the AFC Championship game 2 years ago when he punched the ball out of Zay Flowers' hands. Maybe letting go of L'Jarius Sneed was a bad idea. I'm just thinking about that right now. Because this defense is certainly needing him at this moment in time. They're needing L'Jarius Sneed right now. They're needing him. Let's see what the Chiefs could do to try to stop the Philadelphia Eagles. Because the Eagles are right now beating down the Chiefs' bums right now. They're basically getting grinded, meat grinded through the entire NFL. Just looking at that. Oh, there's Megan 2.0. Okay, I've heard of that. I've not seen the movie. I know it's a horror movie, so I'll probably never watch that. Never in my life am I watching a horror film. Heck no to that. Because I'm not a horror film type of guy. I think whoever makes those are not that good. I mean, whoever makes those should be banned. Because I do not like horror movies. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like my horror movies. And I've never watched one, But I know that there's some that are out there. But, oh man. I know Jaws was one of them. I know Jaws. I've never seen it before, but I've heard of it. But yeah, I'm not big into horror movies. I'm not big into those. So let's see. So the Eagles right now are in third and goal, I believe, at the 6-yard line. So the Eagles are trying to go up by a bunch right now. And I think 31-0 is the largest deficit in NFL in Super Bowl history that a team has ever faced, other than the Seahawks. I don't remember what the exact lead was at that time. So it's 24-0. Chris Jones is being checked out on the sidelines. And oh man, they were able to hold up him pretty good. The Eagles' offensive line was able to hold him up pretty well. But that's something to keep an eye on in this game. If Chris Jones is out, then that could be game set match right there. About 5 minutes ago in the third quarter, and the Eagles are right now driving. Hurts has time, looks to throw, looking, escapes pressure, running out to his right, has to throw it, does. It's caught, but it's out of bounds. Devontae Smith caught it, but didn't catch it before he went out of bounds. So that'll bring up 4th and goal, and the Eagles will have to settle for a field goal. Soon it'll be 27-0. This is insane. I mean, this is probably the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen. That I've actually watched. Because I didn't watch Super Bowl 58. I didn't watch Super Bowl 48. I was only 10 years old at that time. And I'm dang 20. That was 10 years ago. Or 11 years ago now. But 24-yard attempt for the Eagles. Kick is up and right down the middle. It is good. The Eagles are blowing out. But wait a minute, we got a flag. We have a penalty flag. So hold on a minute. There's a flag out. So let's see who the flag is against. False start on the Eagles. It is 4th down now. It's still 4th down. It was a false start against Philly. But the Chiefs have not looked good at all. I mean, this is probably the biggest upset in NFL history. In Super Bowl history that I've seen in recent years. This would be a big upset. Right up there with it. 4th and goal for the Eagles. And they're going to go for another field goal attempt after the 5-yard penalty. 28-yard attempt, I believe, this time. Kick is on the way, and it's through again. Right down the middle, and the Eagles are up 27-0. What Scooter said, it's going the exact opposite way, and the Eagles are blowing out the Chiefs. And they're shutting them out right now. I don't think there's ever been a Super Bowl in NFL history that's ever been shut out. Has there? Has there been a Super Bowl that's gone in a shutout? I have no idea. Well, feel free to comment in the chat because this is for real insane right now. I mean, what are we witnessing right now? What are we for real witnessing? I mean, this is crazy. So we'll see what happens in this situation. But I think if Chris Jones is out, that's probably a game set match right there. Just right there alone. That probably looks like game set match if Chris Jones is out for the remainder of the game. If Chris Jones is out, the Chiefs' chances are screwed. Because Chris Jones has been the primary lead of the charge. But this is insane. I'm very interested to see what people are going to have to say about this Super Bowl once it's over. I'm very interested in what people are going to have to say. Because this is flat out insane. And I'm going to do my reaction after this. But, of course, I'm going to wait until tomorrow or the day after to post it. Just so I can get a little rest in. But this is for real insane. I was not expecting this one dang bit. I mean, I was hoping Philly would win, but I thought ultimately Kansas City was going to win it. But this is flat out insane. What we're witnessing right now, this is something beyond what Super Bowl 48 was. This is something beyond that. They got shut out the entire first half, and now they're being held scoreless 3 quarters. Get that, 3 quarters right now. If they go to the fourth quarter without a single point, I'm gonna actually freaking lose my mind. If they go to the fourth quarter and they still have not put up a point, I'm gonna freaking blow a gasket. Cause that's how insane this is. And there's 5 minutes and 18 seconds for the Chiefs to try to come back in the third quarter. They still got 20 minutes to go if you count the fourth. But the Chiefs are going to need a miracle if they're going to come back from this. Because right now, they've looked like one of the worst teams in the NFL. They look like the freaking Carolina Panthers. That's how bad they're looking right now. And the Panthers actually made a close game with the Eagles and the Chiefs. But this is ridiculous. Under pressure tonight, Mahomes has been 0-5, 5 sacks, and 1 interception. This isn't, I don't know what in the world's happening right now, but the Chiefs better put up a point, or I'm going to freaking blow a gasket. Mahomes looks to throw over the middle. It is caught by Hopkins, and that's a first down. Finally moving the dang ball. What have y'all been doing? Taking a nap? Smoking weed? Have y'all been doing that? I mean, then maybe they were just overconfident in what that. Mahomes has some trouble with the snap, hands it off to Hunt, gets a few yards on that carry, and I thought 65 was slow to get up, but he was able to get up just fine. So the Eagles right now are holding the Chiefs scoreless through almost 3 quarters. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and let's see if the Chiefs can pull up some Mahomes magic. 2nd down and 4 for the Chiefs. And Mahomes looks to throw, has time, pressure comes, Swallow has to escape, runs out to his left, pressure still coming, flag is down, it might be coming back, still looking to throw, he runs, first down, but it's likely coming back, ball came out! And then Mahomes recovered it. So it'll be a likely hold against the Chiefs. It's likely going to be a hold against the Chiefs. Holding on the Chiefs. Back them up 10 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 14 now. Let's see what happened. Brandon Graham right there. Yep, throwing him to the ground. He's going to draw it every single time. Just throwing him to the ground is going to draw it every time. O-linemen got to learn this lesson. If you throw a man down or pull their jersey, the flag is going to be thrown no matter what. O-linemen got to learn that. Mahomes hands it off to Hunt, gets gobbled up, and only a gain of 1, and now bring up 3rd down and 13. If they go another 4th down, and they don't convert another 1st down, and give the ball to the Eagles, they're going to go scoreless to 3 quarters. I mean, they have a healthy team right now. The Chiefs have a healthy squad, and they're pulling up this. Well, of course, other than Chris Jones being hurt. But Mahomes threw over the middle, caught, but not enough. And it'll be 4th down and short and it's called by Kelsey. They have to go for it here. There's no other option. You have to go for it right now. You either get it or you don't. Go for it on 4th down. If you don't convert this, it's over. I don't care if they try to come back or not. If they don't convert this, it is over. If they don't convert this 4th and 5, it's as good as over. It's 4th and 5 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kelsey has 1 catch for 8 yards, which was that last play. 4th and 5. Mahomes throws it out to his right. And tipped away, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Georgia Bulldog Killy Ringo in there for the breakaway. Oh, Maddox, my bad. And the Chiefs have turnover on downs, and the Chiefs are likely screwed this time. They've come back from leads before, but I don't think they're coming back from this. I don't think they're coming back from this. The Chiefs, with everything going their way, they beat a Texans squad in a controversial way. They beat the Bills in a controversial way as well, which I don't think it was that controversial. And now they're getting blown out by an Eagles squad that they beat in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. And the Eagles are out right now getting revenge. And basically, they're basically like a heat-seeking missile. They're basically like a heat-seeking missile. The Eagles are kind of reminding me of the Hulk and smashing Loki all over the dang place in that Avengers in the first Avengers movie. Remember when Loki was smacked around by Hulk at the ending? You remember that? Because that's what it's most certainly looking like right now. Because the Eagles are the Eagles are the Hulk, and the Chiefs are Loki in that situation. This is insane. If this is held scoreless, this might be the worst Super Bowl in NFL history. This is how bad it's looking for the Chiefs. And they do not want to have themselves in that conversation. Trust me, I know from the Broncos. I know from them. They told me that was the worst Super Bowl of all time. If this happens to a Chiefs team that's trying to three-peat, the last team that was embarrassed this much was the undefeated Patriots when they lost to the Giants. I mean, are we seeing that right now with the Eagles? I mean, this is insane. This is pretty much insane. Jalen Hurts is right now turning into that Eli Manning that was winning against Tom Brady. That's what it's looking like. And remember, each of the Super Bowl rematches that has happened in recent years, all those teams are 2-0 in Super Bowl rematches. That includes the Bills versus the Cowboys. That includes the Steelers versus the Cowboys. That includes what are some other ones? Which other ones were there? 49ers versus Eagles, 49ers versus Chiefs, and there was one other one. I can't think of the other one at this exact moment. I don't remember what it was at the moment, but I might remember it, hopefully. But they're putting themselves, the Eagles are likely going to go 1-1 against this Chiefs team in the Super Bowl. And likely are about to beat them. And they're beating their butts right now. I'm not going to say the A word because it's a family-friendly channel. But it's looking that bad. That's how bad it's looking for the Chiefs. And it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles now after the turnover on downs. But 1st and 10 for the Eagles. At the Chiefs' 46.5-yard line. Hurts looks to throw, has some time, going for it all down the middle. Wide open, caught! Touchdown Devontae Smith! Touchdown Eagles! 33-0. What is happening right now? The Chiefs are getting their butts whooped. I know that for dang sure. Oh, shoot. You hate to be a Cowboys fan right now. You would hate to be a Cowboys fan right now. Both NFC East teams playing in an NFC Championship game, and now an NFC East team is about to win a Super Bowl. Now, this is probably the worst season that the Cowboys have ever witnessed. This is probably the worst season that they've ever had in their history. It's probably the worst offseason they've ever had. And they now got Brian Schottenheimer. Kick is on the way and good. 34-0. The largest Super Bowl deficit in Super Bowl history, folks. The largest Super Bowl deficit in Super Bowl history. 34-0. What is going on right now? Steve Spagnuolo, what is happening with this kid? What's happening with this man? He has 4 Super Bowl rings. One of them came with the Giants. 3 of them came with the Chiefs. What is happening to Steve Spagnuolo's defense? Are those O-linemen too big for you? Are those O-linemen of the Eagles too big for you? Andy Reid, I mean, you're getting beat against your former team in the Super Bowl. What is happening right now? I mean, I'm freaking serious. I don't know of one team in the Super Bowl era that has both been held scoreless through 2 quarters, through an entire half and almost 3 quarters, and have gone on to win a Super Bowl. The last time a lead like this happened was a 35-point lead when the Seahawks were leading the Broncos in Super Bowl 48. The second largest lead that a team has ever had. And it's 34-zip. If they get one more score and the Eagles are held scoreless, it will become the largest deficit in Super Bowl history. And a return by Kansas City down to the 29-yard line, and a flag comes in about 99.5% of the time. It's against the receiving team. I know that based off the statistics. Let's see if it's against the receiving team, the Chiefs. It likely is going to be. Yep, illegal block in the back on the Chiefs. About 99.5% of the time that there's a flag on kickoff or punt returns, they're on the receiving team. And now 99.5% of the time. And now the Chiefs are backed up inside of their own, around the inside of their own 10. This is just embarrassing right now. This is freaking humiliating for the Chiefs. You better not throw an interception here, Mahomes. Mahomes looks to throw. Pressure is coming. Throws it down the right seam, and it caught by Worthy. First down, Chiefs inside of Eagles territory. And finally, after a whole half, they now have a play inside of opponent territory. About dang time. About time, Chiefs. About time somebody showed up on that team. And it happens to be a rookie. Has to be a rookie. But Chiefs right now trying to avoid being scoreless. Mahomes looks to throw. Pressure comes. Incomplete. Incomplete. Second down and 10 coming for the Chiefs. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. They better not get held scoreless, or else I'm going to freaking blow a gasket if they get held to the scoreless to the third quarter. I'm going to blow a gasket if they get held scoreless. I really am. 34-0. Chiefs are trying to pull a big-time comeback that seems now impossible. Second down and 10 for the Chiefs. Mahomes has some time. Looks to throw. He's going to run, but not enough. Not a lot. 3 yards on that carry. It'll bring up third down and 7 for the Chiefs. And one more down. They're in field goal range at the moment, so they could get a field goal, which would at least help their situation. So it's 3rd and 6. Mahomes has time, looks to throw, pressure's coming. Looking to throw, Mahomes running out to his left. Shovel pass it to Kelsey. I think he might have been across the line. But it's a first down for the Chiefs. Let's see if there's a flag out. Nothing yet. First down, Chiefs. And finally, it took you almost 3 quarters to get moving. About time. Oh, and they might, are they reviewing it? Or is there a timeout called? Let's see what happened here. Andy Reid's looking very well upset. I'm not sure what he's upset about. Oh, the Eagles are substituting. That's what's going on. Okay. So it's a first down for the moment. There's not been an initiated review yet. I don't think there will be. So Mahomes now trying to get a score in. 22 seconds to go on the play clock. And they have all 3 timeouts. Chiefs are the first drive in opponent territory tonight. It took you almost 3 quarters to get a play inside of opponent territory. You're looking like the Steelers from the Ravens game. Mahomes looks to throw. Brandon Ingram bringing pressure. Rolls. Was that caught? Touchdown, Kansas City. It took 3 quarters to put up a touchdown. It's Xavier Worthy with the touchdown catch. and a little spark of life in Kansas City. Let's see if he caught that pass. Yep, he had possession of the ball. The ball didn't appear to touch the ground. So great catch by Worthy there. And he's right now the only leading receiver on that squad, I think, in this game. I think he's the only receiver right now with more yards than Travis Kelce. And Travis Kelce is one of the best tight ends in the league and in NFL history. So they're going for 2, and they're going to try to convert. They're going to try and convert a 2-point conversion. They're 1 of 1 this postseason. Mahomes looks to throw, throws it over the middle, incomplete, intended for Kelce, but nothing there. And it'll remain a big deficit. It's 34-6. Let me see how many points the Eagles would need if they're going to surpass the Seahawks total. Let me go to my calculator really quick. Let's see. So 34 minus 6. So in order for the Eagles to surpass the Seahawks total, they just need a touchdown. If they get a touchdown and an extra point, they'll surpass the Seahawks total of the largest lead in Super Bowl history. So if they get a touchdown and an extra point, they'll surpass the Seahawks total of the Super or tie it. They'll tie it, I believe. Tie it. So the Eagles right now are pulling every string on the Kansas City Chiefs. They're basically looking like the puppets because they're pulling all of the Chiefs' dang strings. And this loss might impact their entire team next year. We already saw what happened to the 49ers. They dealt with a lot of injuries and went 6-11. Oh, it could get bad for Kansas City really quick. And a return down the left seam of the field gets a few yards on the carry. And it is 28 for the Eagles. So around the 30, and that's where the Eagles will take over. Oh, and Kevin Hart is happy as heck. I bet Kevin Hart is happy as heck. Yeah, Kevin Hart, the Philadelphia native. And another Eagles fan. I'm not familiar with who that celebrity is. Oh, Annie Hathaway. I know who that is. I'm familiar with that actress. But City of Philly right now is probably going berserk. And they're probably gonna have a riot if they win the Super Bowl. They're probably gonna cause more damage than they did before in that Super Bowl win against the Patriots. And I'm happy for them, man. I'm happy for them. So Eagles flip back to Barkley gets about 3 to 4 yards on that carry. So the Broncos total in that Super Bowl of when the Seahawks beat them was 8. So if the Chiefs can't put up any more scores and stay this way, they might have one of the worst Super Bowl appearances in NFL history. I'm just saying it right now. And I'm going to go, and if this stays like this, I'm going to go right next morning and say that this is the worst Super Bowl in Super Bowl history. The worst Super Bowl that's ever happened in Super Bowl history. You can cross off that Seahawks-Broncos one. You can cross that off. Because there's a new worst Super Bowl in NFL history. And that's this one we're witnessing right now. If this continues the same way, of course. So we'll see what happens here. But dang gum. This has been freaking insane. Alright, so we're still waiting for it to return from commercial. The Eagles will get the ball back, and they'll have a chance to tie the total of what the Seahawks had at 35. If they get a touchdown and an extra point, they'll tie that total, the largest lead in NFL history, in Super Bowl history. My bad. So we'll see if the Eagles can do that. I'm hoping they do. So that the Chiefs get a little bit of criticism. But not too much though, because it's Mahomes. Come on. So the Chiefs right now look like the three-peat dreams are out the window. It's looking that way right now. Looks like the three-peat dream is over. But of course, there's still another quarter left to play. But of course, we've never seen a team come back from 30 something down. So we'll see if the Chiefs can come back from this. Okay, so we're waiting for commercial to return, but I'm sorry if I've been so silent. I'm just shocked right now. I really am. I was expected to be a more closer game than this. But this is crazy. This is insane. Okay. We're about to return from a commercial. But here we go. So here's the offensive stats. Jalen Hurts is 15 of 20 for 201 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Barkley has 18 rushes for 47 yards, which has not been a lot, but it's helped the team get to the win. Oh, and the Super Bowl MVP votes are happening right now. Head to NFL.com/MVP to vote on this year's Super Bowl MVP, hoping it goes to either Jalen Hurts or Saquon Barkley. So it's 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Eagles. Trying to be the first team since the Bengals and Tom Brady-led teams to beat the Chiefs. Barkley runs out to his right. 1st down for the Eagles. The Eagles are trying to become the 4th team in the NFL to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs. We know that the Patriots first did it in 2019 with Tom Brady. Then the Buccaneers did it with Tom Brady. And then Joe Burrow did it against the Chiefs in that following AFC Championship game that following year in Super Bowl 56. But this would be the 4th team that they would have beaten the Chiefs. And Hurts hands it off to Barkley again, running up the middle for about 4 to 3 yards on that carry. And now bring up 2nd down and manageable for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the 4th quarter, 14 minutes to go in this football game. Eagles are 14 minutes away from winning their 2nd Super Bowl in their franchise's history. And making Cowboy fans even more frustrated this season. And at the next commercial break, I'm going to go get a special shirt. So be sure to tune in for that. So it's 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Eagles. If they get a touchdown and extra point, they'll surpass the total of what the Seahawks had or tie it. Hurts looks to throw, throws it over the middle. It is caught by Brown. 1st down, Eagles. And the Philadelphia Eagles are just pouring it on to the Kansas City Chiefs. They ain't letting them off the hook anytime soon. And the Eagles are right now just pummeling the Chiefs. But man, this is one heck of a Super Bowl. I knew this was going to be a surprising Super Bowl, but I was not expecting it to be this big of a blowout. That's for dang sure. So it is 1st and 10 for the Eagles, and it's A.J. Brown with the big time catch. So it is 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Let's see what the Eagles can do. Hurts hands it off to Barkley, breaks through some men, and loses about a half a yard on the play. But it's not going to seem to matter as it is now 2nd down for the Eagles. And the Chiefs are going to looking like they're going to lose this game. A Chiefs dynasty that was on the brink of a three-peat. The first three-peat since the 2014 Los Angeles Lakers are now about to lose all their dreams because of the Eagles. 2nd and 11 for the Philadelphia Eagles. So and I'm hoping now I see Scooter's reaction. 1st and 10, 2nd and 11. Hurts running out to his right. He's going to run for a few yards. 1st down for the Eagles and runs out of bounds to avoid getting hit. Hurts has been phenomenal. I hope he wins Super Bowl MVP. I really hope he does. So the Eagles are under 12 minutes away from walking away with their 2nd Super Bowl ring And the Eagles are right now pummeling the Chiefs. This is insane what we're witnessing right now. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing right now. I don't think anybody can. 1st and 10 for the Eagles inside of the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Let's see if the Eagles can tie the total that the Seahawks had. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley run up the middle, gets about 2 yards on that carry, and now bring up 2nd down and 8. But Jalen Hurts, he's been a stud all night, and he might win Super Bowl MVP. I'm really hoping he does, because he's been the main thing that's helped this team to a win. Him and Barkley, and also along with that defense in Philadelphia. That defense has got to give some credit as well. So Hurts has been amazing. He had 344 yards passing and 70 yards rushing. He has 2 last Super Bowl, but he has 2 more of what he added on the last time. Hurts looks to throw. Pressure is coming, and he is sacked. Down at the 30 and loss of 5. And now bring up 3rd and long for the Eagles. But the Eagles, they have a chance to make Super Bowl history. If they can get a touchdown and an extra point, they will tie the biggest lead in Super Bowl history with the Seattle Seahawks at 35. But of course, a field goal would be a thing leading towards that. Of course, if they do get a field goal, then they would just need a touchdown to take that to take that lead. The biggest lead in Super Bowl history. 3rd down and 13. Handoff up the middle of Barkley. He loses about a yard, but the Eagles are just running down the clock as much as they can. It'll be a field goal attempt from the 31-yard line, and the Eagles just pouring it on to the Chiefs. And it looks like all hope is lost for the Chiefs. The Chiefs, the best team, one of the second best teams in the entire NFL, tied the best record in the NFL with the Lions. But now their hopes are going to end just like it did with the Detroit Lions by losing in a big game. By losing in the biggest moment in the Super Bowl. It is 9 minutes to go in this year's Super Bowl. 4th down and 13, and it'll be a 48-yard attempt. Jake Elliott trying to give him a massive lead here. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Now if the Eagles get one more touchdown and keep the Chiefs scoreless, they will overtake the Seahawks for the largest lead in Super Bowl history. And number 90 on the sideline is crying right now because he knew that mistake cost him. And it probably changed the whole momentum shift of the game, in my personal opinion. I'm going to point to that a variety of times. But I believe, folks, that we've just witnessed the worst Super Bowl in Super Bowl history. The Eagles blowing out the Chiefs in a very shocking manner. Even more shocking than the Broncos were against the Seahawks. The Eagles are pouring it on to the Kansas City Chiefs. And if they do this, this will be the biggest upset that we've ever witnessed. The Eagles are just pounding the Chiefs. And this is by far the biggest upset that I've ever witnessed. And I have a load of memes ready for when this comes to a close. I did not expect the Eagles to blow out. I was expecting a more closer game. For the Chiefs to lose this Super Bowl, looking at what was on the line, for a chance to mark themselves in history, for a chance to surpass Tom Brady as the GOAT, Patrick Mahomes single-handedly cost this team a championship. him and the defense. Mahomes just couldn't stand up to a number one defense in the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm going to talk about this later on in a few days, within either tomorrow or Tuesday. But this has got to be the biggest upset that we've ever witnessed. And this has got to be the biggest upset I've ever witnessed as a fan. I was only 10 years old when the Seahawks beat the Broncos in Super Bowl 48. It is 11-year anniversary from that game. And now the Chiefs are looking to try to take that title of the worst Super Bowl in NFL history by being blown out 35-6 with 9 minutes, 51 seconds to go in the ball game. I mean, I'm the Cowboy fans right now have got to be so freaking frustrated. And I can't wait to see all those Cowboy fan reactions. I can't wait to see them. Because I'm a Cowboy hater myself. 9 minutes and 51 seconds to go in this year's Super Bowl. And Jake Elliott kicks it back to the Chiefs. And it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be brought up to the 30-yard line. Chiefs, all hope is lost for the Chiefs. No matter what they do, there's no way they're coming back in this game. And Mahomes, if he throws one more interception, then this is probably game over. Being 1 of 9 on third down, 2 interceptions, and 5 sacks on the Chiefs. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 30-yard line. Mahomes trying to avoid the largest upset in NFL history. Lost the ball! Oh my goodness! It's scramble, and the Eagles have it. Mahomes with a 3rd turnover. And there's your night for the Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to lose in the most bizarre way we've ever witnessed. And the Eagles, you can clinch it now, because there's no way the Chiefs are coming back from this. The Chiefs are finished. The Eagles are going to win it after this turnover right here. Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback that we've witnessed in the NFL since Tom Brady, just choked the same way he did. Same way that Tom Brady did against this squad 7 years ago. And there's a flag down as well. I think it might have been late. I think it might be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Yep. It's unsportsmanlike against the Eagles after the play. And the Eagles, one of the biggest teams in the NFL, have just cost this team. It looked like Davis hit the face mask of Patrick Mahomes. That might be talked about on that fumble. That might be talked about there. But that looked like a questionable call to me. Of course, which Super Bowl hasn't had a questionable call. The Philadelphia Eagles are a touchdown away from having the largest lead in Super Bowl history, breaking the Seahawks record of 35 points. One more touchdown, and that streak that history book will be taken by the Eagles. Hurts hands it off to Barkley up the middle. And Barkley, running up the seam, gets to the 26-yard line, and the Eagles are just continuing to pummel the Chiefs. The Eagles are destroying the Kansas City Chiefs right now. The Eagles, one of the best teams in the NFC, will come home with the championship. But they don't want to stop here. They want to add on more. Just like Kylo Ren said, more in the Last Jedi. Just like he said. 2nd down and 3 for the Eagles. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley running up the right side gets a loss of 2. And it'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. One more touchdown for the Eagles, and they will surpass the biggest lead in Super Bowl history with the Seattle Seahawks. Milton Williams has 2 sacks on the day. Number 93 of the Eagles. And the Eagles are about to walk away with their 2nd Super Bowl ring in their franchise's history. And they have a shot to go back-to-back next year. I for sure believe that. 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. And a timeout called by Philly. The Chiefs can't do nothing. The Eagles are pounding up the Kansas City Chiefs right now. In one of the biggest blowouts that we have seen in recent memory. The largest blowout of a Super Bowl since 2014, which was the Super Bowl 48 that the Seahawks won with the Legion of Boom. And this Eagle squad might have a new name on defense sooner rather than later. Maybe like the Philly Dogs. That's what I would think. The Philly Dogs. Because the Georgia Bulldog players, and it's Philly, Georgia Dogs, because there's a lot of dogs on that defense. I'm just saying. It's a name. It's a name idea. I'm just saying. But 3rd and 5 coming up for the Eagles. Touchdown surpasses the Seahawks record as the largest point lead in Super Bowl history. A touchdown will do it to surpass the Seahawks for the largest lead in Super Bowl history. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. Handoff to Barkley. Barkley gets nowhere. And that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll kick another field goal to pour it on to the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Eagles, if they get this, they'll still have one more shot at breaking the record. Because if they get this field goal, they would just need a field goal to break that record. And a 2nd timeout called by the Chiefs, and they have 1 timeout remaining. The Kansas City Chiefs are about to suffer the worst loss in a Super Bowl that they have ever witnessed in their history. So it is 4th and 4. Vic Fangio 0-6 against Patrick Mahomes as a defensive coordinator. About to get his first win against Patrick Mahomes and beat him in the biggest game of the year. 45-yard attempt for the Eagles. Kick is on the way, right down the middle. The Eagles will have one more chance to break the Seahawks record. But of course, wait a minute, we got a flag. There is a flag down on the field. Hold on. Looks like, yep, false start on the Eagles. Hold off that celebration for a minute. So if they get this field goal, then they'll just need one more point to surpass the Seahawks to have for the largest lead in Super Bowl history. 4th down and 9, 50-yard attempt for the Eagles. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Right down the middle. He would have made that from 60 yards out. The Eagles 40-6 in this year's Super Bowl. And the Eagles just pouring it on. They'll have one more chance. If they can hold the Chiefs scoreless in the next drive and also put up a field goal with the score it is right now, the Eagles will surpass the Seahawks for the largest lead in Super Bowl history. I'll be happy if they break it, but at the same time, I'll be sad that the Seahawks will no longer hold that title. But this is insane what we're seeing from this Chiefs squad. A team that went 15-2, now about to lose in the biggest game of the year. The last game of the entire NFL season. The Super Bowl on the line is about to go to the Philadelphia Eagles. A Super Bowl nobody wanted, huh? Well, this Super Bowl everybody wanted because the Chiefs lost. That's what I'm saying right now. Super Bowl nobody wanted, but it's a Super Bowl everyone wanted because the Chiefs lost. So, to Scooter McGregor, I'm going to talk about this man soon enough. The Eagles are about to walk away with their second Super Bowl ring and be 3 Super Bowls away from tying with the Cowboys. Oh my goodness. So let's wait and see what ends up happening in the final few minutes of the Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens in this. But this is going to be insane. Of course, we will wait until the NFL draft. And also, UFL is going to kick off on March 28th. For all those football fans that want to see more football, go to March 28th for the UFL. The Chiefs about to lose the most heartbreaking Super Bowl in their history. The Chiefs, one of the best teams that we've witnessed, about to lose to the best defense in the league. But the defense has been phenomenal this year. And now they're about to walk away with the Super Bowl. The Cowboy fans are probably sick to their stomach as the Eagles are about to hoist the Lombardi. In 8 minutes. 8 minutes to go. I'm going to continue to call this until it ends. Because I want to see this. And it'll be returned by the Chiefs. Down the left seam. And is going to be tackled down at the 25-yard line. And the Eagles just need to get a stop and a field goal to break the Seahawks record. Of course, the NFL Hall of Fame inductees, Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, and Sterling Sharp as well. So those 4 will be in the Hall of Fame next year. So 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Mahomes in shotgun throws it over to the right. It is caught by Kelsey. And that's close to a first down for the Chiefs. And I think it might be. But it's a little too late for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is 13 and 23 on the night of completions. The Chiefs are about to suffer the biggest loss in Super Bowl history if the Eagles can get one more field goal and hold the Chiefs scoreless. Mahomes has time in shotgun, looks to throw to the left, is caught by Pacheco and brought down only for a gain of 4. And it'll bring up first down. I think it might have rolled it short on the last one. Or they haven't changed it yet. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. And Mahomes looks to throw. In trouble. Throws. It is caught by Kelsey. And it is caught for a second down. Down around. It gets 8 to 9 yards on that carry. It'll bring up 2nd down and short for the Chiefs. But the Chiefs are a little too late. Because 6 minutes to go, Chiefs would need a miracle to come back in this one. Mahomes throws it to the right. It is caught by Worthy and goes out of bounds around the 41. The second possession of the game for the Chiefs inside of opponent territory. The second possession. This is freaking ridiculous for the Chiefs. Freaking ridiculous. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 41-yard line of Philly. And let's see what the Eagles can do. Mahomes throws it to the right, caught by Worthy. Gets about 4 yards on the carry, but gets stopped by Darius Slay. Maybe the last game of his NFL career, but Darius Slay has been an amazing player. He's won 2 Super Bowls with the Philadelphia Eagles. Soon to be 2 Super Bowls with the Eagles. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs, but the Super Bowl is likely sealed. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Chiefs. Mahomes looks to his left, throws it. It is incomplete. Where was he even looking to? And it'll bring up 3rd and 5. It was Marquise Hollywood Brown, the intended target. And the Chiefs are 5 minutes away from losing all hope of the three-peat. And the three-peat dream is officially at bed. Has officially gone to bed. The Chiefs are about to lose, but they're not going down without a fight. 3rd and 5 for the Chiefs. Their last game of the season, 3rd and 5 at the 36.5 yard line. One more shot. Oh, offside. That's going to be a first down. Mahomes throws it down the left side, and it is intercepted, but it's not going to matter. It's a first down for the Chiefs because of the offsides penalty. It's going to be a first down for the Chiefs. And Gardner Johnson returning it down the right side. It's going to go to the house for a pick 6, but it's going to be declined because of the offsides. A touchdown that could have broken the record is negated by a penalty. Or are they going to be so bad that they're going to call off that penalty? Nope, they're going to call the penalty. Okay, so it's going to be automatic first down for the Chiefs. Or wait, it'll be 3rd and like inches. It'll be 3rd down in inches. The Eagles since 2000 had 19 postseason wins and about to be 20. 4th Super Bowl appearance, only one of them they won, but now it'll soon be 2. It'll soon be number 2 for the city of brotherly love. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Chiefs. Because of I think it was like 3rd and 6. It started in inches pretty much. Chiefs have one more shot. Mahomes hands it off to Prime and gets the first down inside the 25. But 4 minutes, 57 seconds to go. The Eagles have a chance to break the Seahawks record. They currently tie the record right now. If they can get one more score and hold the Chiefs scoreless in this drive, the Eagles will have a chance to surpass the Seahawks record. 1st and 10 for the for the Chiefs. Mahomes has to run out to his right. Gonna get close to a first down. Brought down. Gain of 8 to 9 yards. And 2nd down for the Chiefs. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Chiefs are going to lose a chance to pull the first repeat in NFL history. And the Eagles are about to walk away with their 2nd championship in Super Bowl history. And Kenny Pickett, a former Steeler, is about to win a championship. Think about that, Steven. And Mahomes throws it to his left, caught by Hollywood Brown, out of bounds inside of the 5th, around the 10-yard line, and 11 at the 11-yard line. And the Chiefs trying to do everything they can in garbage time to avoid a humiliating loss, but it's already humiliating enough with Mahomes' 3 turnovers. First and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see if the Chiefs can put up points to avoid the largest blowout in NFL history. Mahomes looks to throw left, caught by Worthy, and it's going to almost all to the end zone, but out of bounds just short of the line to gain. Down to the 4-yard line, and the Chiefs were very close to scoring another touchdown, and it would have been Worthy again. 3 minutes, under 4 minutes to go, and the Eagles will become Super Bowl champions. But 2nd and 3. Worst thing that could happen here is a turnover for the Chiefs. 2nd and 3. They have to get to the 1-yard line for a first down. Mahomes looks to throw, has time, pressure comes, throws it, caught, but a flag is out. Touchdown, but there's a flag. So this one could be coming back. So it's a catch by Hollywood Brown for a touchdown, but it could be called back because of a penalty. Let's see what the penalty is. Pass interference on the offense. It'll be 2nd down. Who was it? On Juju Smith-Schuster, the former Steeler and a Super Bowl champion with the Chiefs, made an offensive pass interference penalty by running into number 32. 2nd and 13 for the Kansas City Chiefs after the 10-yard penalty. Mahomes looks to throw, has some time, pressure's coming, runs out to his left, he's going to run, and he is going to be brought down at the 6 to 7 yard line. And I'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Chiefs. But this is, Brandon Graham's about to win his 2nd Super Bowl ring. Nick Sirianni silencing all the haters, winning his 1st Super Bowl ring, and doing it in such great fashion. But let's see if the Eagles can make it worth even more. 3rd and 6 for the Chiefs. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. 1 timeout remaining for each side. Mahomes looks to throw. Throws it to his left. It is caught. Touchdown Chiefs. It's DeAndre Hopkins. And it's not going to matter because it's too little too late for the Kansas City Chiefs. But they at least avoid becoming worse than the Denver Broncos in that Super Bowl. They avoid being worse than them. But the Chiefs, the black magic doesn't work this time. The BS doesn't work this time. And the calls that were going in their favor has come back to bite them. And they're going for 2 to make it 14 to 40. Mahomes takes a snap, looks to throw, has time, looking, pressure comes, throws it over the middle, caught, but there's a flag out. Could be coming back once again. Looks like it might have been pass interference, but I don't know on which side. From the looks of it, I'm not sure who it's on. Looks like it's on the Eagles. Oh, illegal use of the hands to the face on the defense. So that would be declined, and the result in the play is a touchdown. The Eagles are under 3 minutes away from walking away with their 2nd Super Bowl ring. And Nick Sirianni's first job in the NFL was with the Chiefs. His first job in the NFL was with the Kansas City Chiefs. I did not know that. The team that he had his first job with is about to beat them. The first Eagles head coach to reach 2 Super Bowls and now are about to bring back number 2 for the Eagles. About to bring back championship number 2. A man that his first job in the NFL was at Kansas City, and now Nick Sirianni is about to put all the haters to bed on this Eagles squad. He's about to put every hater to bed with this win. And I may have a little secret I want to tell at the end of this. So 40 to 14, under 3 minutes to go. I want to witness that Gatorade bath that Nick Sirianni is going to get. I want to see that Gatorade bath. So, and maybe they do it twice like the Seahawks did with Pete Carroll. Hopefully they do that. Maybe 3 times. But an onside kick, and it goes the opposite. Oh, it's a scramble, and the Eagles will fall on it. The Chiefs' season is over officially. The Kansas City Chiefs, the number 2 team with the best record in the NFL, now about to become the biggest disappointment in the entire NFL. The last 3 Super Bowl champions, the 3 NFL champions to three-peat was the Green Bay Packers from 1965 to 67. And then also from Super Bowl I to Super Bowl II. But the Chiefs are about to suffer the most disappointing loss. And I don't know about this, but Taylor Swift might break up with Travis Kelce after this. He might break up with Travis Kelce after. She might break up with Travis Kelce after this, because this is embarrassing from the Kansas City Chiefs. They had 9 points against the Bucs, but they got outscored even more. Oh boy, here comes the Gatorade bath. AJ Brown and Smith are about to do it to Nick Sirianni. Oh, it is about to get messy. The Gatorade bath. Oh boy, here it is. Oh, yep, he got the Gatorade bath. He got the bath, all right. He got the Gatorade bath. Eagles are going to win it, and Nick Sirianni gets a well-deserved Gatorade bath. My goodness. He's going to need to take a shower after this. The Eagles are about to pull an upset, and Kenny Pickett's now in there. It's gotten to the point now that Kenny Pickett is taking snaps. And the Steelers just got even worse because now they let a Super Bowl winning backup go in Kenny Pickett. Oh boy, what it pains to be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan right now. I would hate to see Tree and Steven right now. I would hate to see them right now. But we'll see what ends up happening. But I'm gonna be one happy man come tomorrow. Chiefs get to suffer. The Steelers get to suffer. All the teams I hate get to suffer, except the Niners. But man, I'm enjoying this Super Bowl. I was expecting the Chiefs to win it, of course, but whoops, let me get that. There we go. I want to avoid copyright. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. 1 first down will end it, and gets a loss of 1, and it's Zacchaeus. It'll bring up 4th down, but it's the 2-minute warning. The Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl, and Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley are about to win their first championship. Jalen Carter, he's amazing. I'm happy he's getting his ring. And to come in only his 2nd year in the NFL is outstanding. The best defensive core in the entire NFL, one of the best high-stacked offenses coming into the NFL. I set up the Chiefs. I'm saying it right now. I picked the Chiefs, but I did it to set them up. The main reason I went with the Chiefs was to set them up for failure. I didn't fake out my pick like I did with the Cowboys in that Green Bay Packers game. I didn't fake them out. But I fooled them. I made them think that I was on their side. But really, I knew the Eagles were going to win all along. I knew from the minute that Scooter McGregor, a Cowboy fan YouTuber, that said the Chiefs were going to blow out the Eagles, I knew from that second that the Eagles were going to win. I wasn't expecting a blowout, but it went the exact opposite way that Scooter predicted. I set the Chiefs up. I went for the Chiefs on purpose for a reason, and that was to set them up. All those videos I made about the Chiefs and their greatness, it was all a setup. All those videos that I did were all for this setup. The video I recently did on the Chiefs hate going too far, I was right. I meant what I said. But I set the Chiefs up. I set them up. I didn't fake out my pick. But I fooled them to thinking that they had me on their side. I fooled them. And now that the Eagles become the second team of the NFC to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, the fourth team to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Now the 49ers got a lot of work to do. But I fooled the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm going to reveal it in my video I'm going to do of my reaction. I'm going to reveal it all. All of it. I'm going to reveal every ounce of it. But we'll see what happens here. But Eagles are a few minutes away. Oh, and Lady Gaga's in the stands. And Paul McCarty. Eagles are about to win a Super Bowl. Saquon Barkley that left the Giants to win a championship. Now, and they're going to go for it because they got nothing to lose. A first down will seal the deal. Pickett throws it over the left, incomplete. And it was Jahad Dotson, the intended target. Turnover on downs, but too little too late for the Kansas City Chiefs. I picked them on purpose. I knew if I picked them that they were going to fold like this. Did you really think I thought a 3P was possible? Did you really think I thought a 3P was going to happen for the first time since the Packers? Did you really think I was going to think that? No. Because it's the rarest thing in sports. And I faked out the Chief fans, making them think I was on their side. And Mahomes throws it down the field, caught by Worthy, touchdown, but it's too little too late for the Chiefs. 1:48 remaining, Worthy with 2 touchdowns. Don't even bother with the final score. It was 37-6 at one point. Oh wait, was it 40-6 at one point? I don't even want people to look at the final score, because we know what it was. It's just the garbage time coming out there. But I fooled everyone in Kansas City, making them think I was on their side. But when really, I faked them out. I didn't fake my pick. My pick was spot. I had it right 100%. It was the main pick I had, and the Chiefs convert to 2. I didn't fake out my pick, but I knew if I picked the Chiefs, that even more pressure was going to be on them. And I fooled the Chief fans to make them think I was on their side. I faked them out. So I'm going to reveal that in my Super Bowl reaction. So we'll see what happens here, but Eagles, if they get the onside kick, that's going to come. Oh wait, are they only allowed to do one? Or are they allowed to do multiple? I'm not sure about that rule. I'm not sure about the whole new formation in the NFL. Of course, that new kickoff formation that we were just introduced to this season. Yep, it's another onside kick, so they can do multiple. All right, I thought it was just they can do one. Or maybe that's just for regular season. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just for regular season. So 40-22, but the real score was 40-6. But and here we go, and Eagles get it. The Eagles are going to become Super Bowl champions in the biggest win of their franchise's history, beating the Chiefs squad on the brink of a three-peat. I faked those Chiefs out. I faked them out. I had the pick. I had the Chiefs, but I knew if I picked them, there was gonna be more pressure. I knew that. But the Eagles about to win a championship, making Steeler and Cowboy fans miserable, always makes me happy. Always makes me happy if those two teams are miserable. Kenny Pickett, a man you traded, just won a Super Bowl as a backup. And now the Cowboys have to suffer with a two-time Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles squad. Enjoy your next few years, Cowboy fans, because it's going to be, those Eagle fans are going to be ruthless to your core. I know that right now. For 1 minute, 30 seconds, they're kneeling down the clock, and it'll soon be over. And the A.J. Brown and the entire Eagles squad celebrating with joy. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. 2 more kneels will do it. And Kenny Pickett out there to take knees. How about that? 1 minute to go and 1 more knee will do it. The Eagles, with all the adversity that they faced from last season's collapse, are now 1 kneel down away from becoming Super Bowl champions. Crunching every last dream of the Chiefs' chances of a three-peat. So, let's see the final kneel down. Here it is. Final knee. Eagle fans everywhere, this one is for you. Just like their announcer said, the Philadelphia Eagles are your 2025 Super Bowl 59 champions. And another Super Bowl champion that beat Kansas City. The sheer glory of victory for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, the most highly underrated quarterback in the league, wins the championship with the help of Saquon Barkley and that defense. So happy for Philadelphia Nation. I'm very happy for their fans, and I'm happy that they're living as well as they are right now. Nick Sirianni has the pleasure of shedding those tears tonight. He deserved to shed some tears. He deserved it. Not like in Super Bowl 57, but he deserves to shed those tears that he's doing right now. But the Eagles crushed the Chiefs' hopes of the three-peat, and the Eagles have won it all for the second time in their history. I'm so happy for the Philadelphia fan base right now, beyond belief. And not only that, the Cowboy fans and Steeler fans get to suffer. Because Kenny Pickett won a championship for the Steelers, and the Cowboys have to suffer with a 2 championship winning Philadelphia Eagles squad. Enjoy it while you can, Cowboys. Because this is going to continue for the next half century. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this stream. The last stream of the season. And I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back here in months for the draft. And we'll be back for next season of the NFL. It is going to be fire with the Eagles coming out as the defending Super Bowl champions. Enjoy it, Philly. And I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao. Finally, for now.